Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are here for the final of the URC Stormers taking on the Bulls in what promises to be an absolutely classic game. And it's a South African derby. The first year that the South African sides have made their way into the URC, they are both in the final. And these two sides having to have big wins over Ulster and Leinster in their semi-finals. So they have certainly earned their spot into the making. But I did find a little stat that I am going to show on the screen now for the head-to-head between these two sides in the past. So we have seen more tries from the Bulls, but the big thing that I find quite interesting is those meters made, how close they are, and it is going to be very, very intriguing to see who does get the better of this match. As you can see, more tackles made by the Stormers, but the tackling defensive stat for the percentage is pretty even throughout these two sides, and I am excited to see exactly who will be able to take this one out. But we have got a huge amount of you here already, so I do thank you all very much for being here for this URC final. And what we will quickly do is we will go like this, and we will go like that. There we go. That is the starting lineup for the Stormers. Stephen Kitsoff, JJ Kutza, and Franz Malherbe as the front row. Then it is Salman Moura as number 4. Then number 5, Marvin Ori. This loose forward trio, 2 of which in the Springboks this year. Dion Furi, then also Diamani, and Evan Ruiz, the Players Player of the Year. He did actually manage to get that prestige, and he will be rearing to go. And he's a big man and a hard man to stop when he starts making his way forward off the back of a scrum or any type of breakdown. He is very tough to take down, and I am excited to see how he goes. Then Herschel Yankees, Mani Labok as your 19 combo. Damien Valimza, Ruan Nel there as the centres. Then Sibelu Sinatla out on one wing. Sergio Peterson out on the other, and Warakalant going to be there at number 15. And seeing the Rugby Guru being scraped off YouTube. Be careful, dude, says Najee Williams. Yeah, that was actually from a Super Rugby one earlier on. I have talked to him since then about kind of what was going on. It does sound like he got a strike from Sansa, and because of that, he was still able to do his last Curry Cup live stream, but then it did end up that now he's unable to stream, which is very weird that they let him do 2 live streams and then now decided to take him down. But I feel for the guy, and I did actually extend the invitation of if he does want to, can come on for a bit of a chat about this game if he would like at some stage. But I haven't heard back about that one as of yet. Looking through at the Bulls lineup, it is Stennekamp, Robala, and then also Mornay Smith as the front row. Voldstenkamp and Roan Nokia as your locks. Then Marcel Kutzer, the captain. Arno Bota at number 7. And Heinrich Lowe sorting in at number 8. Zach Berger at number 9. Chris Smith at 10. Harold Foster, Cornell Hendricks, Madosh Dumbway, Cannon Moody, and Kurt Leorenza as the rest of the players in that backline. And also, where's the game? And there says it is you. I assume it is, wait, as in where is the game being played, or where is the game as in you can't see it because it's just me? Because if it's just because it's me, it's because of licensing. Sadly, we are unable to show any match footage or audio. If it is where is the game being played, it is at Cape Town Stadium. Is this game or not? We cannot show any match footage, sadly, but I can recommend Supersport, Spark Sport. In Ireland, if you've got a VPN, I believe you are able to watch the game for free, but the problem is the VPN does cost money, so it kind of evens itself out a little bit there. Andre Fenta, Brock Harris, and Nedeling Fouchier going to be there for the Stormers off the front row replacements. Then Evan Van Roos, Junior Pokomela, Nabakaba. Then it is Masimla. And then the last name, which I really struggle with, but I believe it is Mgo Mizulu, is there, or commentary. It is just a commentary and really says it was you. Yeah, sadly, if we show any match footage or audio, YouTube will strike us, and then we are down for 3 months without being able to live stream the Bulls for their starting lineup and reserves. They have got some very experienced players in there. 2 of the most experienced players, though, coming off the bench in the form of Bismarck Duplessis at number 16 and Mornay Steyn there at number 22. Then they have also got Matanzima, Robert Hunt, Swanepoel, Stenkamp, Papia, and then David Creel starting in as the number 23. And also, big love, people. Cheers for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. You heard the man. If you haven't already, be sure to check out the Kiwi Lad Sport as well. It is our other channel that we have got, and we have got plenty more coming up in the near future. But what we will quickly do is we will go like this, and like, one moment, we'll go like this as well. Hopefully that is all sorted. I'm just making sure it is all running smoothly. One moment, like that, and like that. There we go. We are all sorted. And also we have got the Are You Going to Show the Game? Sadly, due to licensing, we are unable to, or else we will get taken straight off YouTube. And I would like to know if the game is playing. Says Veronica, it is on other subscription services, but sadly not on here. So I do apologize for that in advance. We will be doing the commentary of the match, but I do recommend checking out the URC YouTube channel straight after the live stream is finished. They will hopefully have the highlights up there relatively quickly, I should say. But looking through at the previous 5 fixtures for the Stormers, they have been on a bit of a winning streak. As you can see, the last 5 wins, they have been able to win every single one of them. And they had a big win over Leinster, a big win over the Scarlets, Edinburgh in the quarterfinal, and then Ulster in the semi-final. They were also able to get the win 17 points to 15 in a game for me that they were pretty much out of from the start. The refereeing in that one, I don't normally question the refereeing, but that one, it was a little bit shocking. And because of it, that almost cost them a spot in the final. But the Stormers, they were able to fight through that adversity, and they have now booked themselves a spot in the final to take on the Bulls, their South African, I guess, counterparts in a way. And this is the last 5 games for the Bulls. As you can see, also on a 5-match winning streak, 2 very close final matchups. The quarterfinal up against the Sharks, winning at 30 points to 27, and then beating Leinster by 1 point, 27 points to 26. So both of these sides, 5-match winning streaks. Someone's winning streak will be over, and someone will be crowned the inaugural URC champions. And I'm hoping it's going to be a relatively close game. And also we have got their Stormers. Let's go. And then the game is at 7:30, and I recommend checking out Premier Sports Channel. They upload the highlight a lot quicker than the URC channel as well, Sebastian. So yeah, highly recommend checking out Premier Sports if you do want to see the highlights. And can we see the game live? Sadly, due to licensing, any match footage and audio gets you taken straight off YouTube. But I will be doing the commentary of the match as soon as it gets underway. We will be keeping you guys informed of what is happening out on the park. And we are actually only sitting 9 minutes away from that game getting underway. But do let me know your score predictions, ladies and gentlemen. Who is winning this game? And also, who will be the player that scores the first try? For me, I am saying, I want to say Evan Roas, just because he's an absolute beast and he is now a Springbok. So I feel like that gives him that little bit of extra spring in the step, pardon the pun there. And also coding has said, Hamish, why don't you do a subscriber shout out or meet up virtually using Zoom video where multiple channel members and subscribers can video live chat with you? It would be so nice. Please plan this. TS coding. So we'll have to see what we can do down the line, perhaps. On the channel, and also where can we watch the game live? Premier Sports is a good bet if you do want to watch it, but it depends on the country you're in as well. Does just mean that it is a little bit more tricky for you. I know that in South Africa, I think the only option Super Sport or DSTV. I think those are the same things. So, and also g'day to you, Hamish. Thanks, mate. There's Jason. Welcome in, mate. Hope you are doing absolutely phenomenally. This game's going to be a cracker, and these two sides are going to be going head to head, mono a mono, and one of the South African sides will be able to win it. And No Games People pay-per-view. Says Andre Tim there. And also we have got the, here we go, how's it, brother B5? And there says Bertie V. I'm nervous for both of these sides. At the end of the day, I'm from New Zealand, but these two sides are going to go out there. They're going to give it their all. And I can't wait. It's currently 5:22 a.m. in New Zealand as well, I should mention. So if I do seem sleepy at any stage, it possibly will be because of that. But we have got there also Bulls by 5 or less. And you can watch John says, BB. And also we have got, are you going to show the game? Sadly, due to licensing, we are unable to show match footage. But as soon as it gets underway, we will have our scoreboard updating. We will also be letting you guys know exactly what is happening, play-by-play commentary. And then we will recommend a YouTube channel that you guys can watch the highlights on straight after the match is over. So pretty much it's as close as you can get without, I guess, being able to watch it, just because of the fact that sadly they do take you straight off YouTube if anything goes wrong. And also Trust Stormers have BMT. And there as well says Desmond. And also, how's it, Hamish? Says Peter Lowe. So what I will quickly do is I am going to show the lineups again for you guys who are just tuning in now, so you can see exactly who is going to be out on the park for the Stormers. It is going to be Stephen Kitsoff, JJ Kutsa, and Franz Malharba as the front row. Then it is Morat and Ori slotting in as the locks. Dean Forey, then Diamani, and Evan Roas, the player of the year for the Super Rugby, or sorry, not Super Rugby, the URC, I should say, the way that it is sitting. Then Herschel Yankees, Mani Labok, Damian Valimza, Ruan Nel, Sibelu Sinatla, Sergio Peterson, and Warwick Gallant as well as the last name on that Stormers starting lineup. Then looking through at the Bulls, it is Stenenkamp, Grobler, Mornay Smith, Stenkamp, Ruan Nokia, Marcel Kurtze, Heinrich Lowe, and Arnold Borta as the four-back. Zach Berger, Chris Smith, Harold Forster, Cornell Hendricks, I should say, Madosh Dumbway, Kenan Moody, and then Kurt Learenza as the last man in that starting lineup. And plenty of strength off the bench for both of these sides. It's going to be a cracker. And also, how can I watch the game live for free? Unfortunately, they don't actually have any options for free, other than if you already own a VPN, then you are able to watch it in Ireland. That is the only option that you've got. And also, we have got there, maybe you should display a no game due to copyright message on the screen. People will keep asking you. That is a very good idea. So what I will quickly do is start typing one moment. And we are only moments away from this game getting underway. I feel like this is a lot of pressure typing with quite a few people watching. There we go. We'll go like this, and I will go like this, and have that going across the bottom of the screen as well for the no copyright. Hey, howdy, hey, y'all. Says Katie Dixon, welcome in. Hope you are doing well. And go Bulls looking sharp, H. Go Satyrs. And so 6 minutes for South Africa, says Death Wish. And is this commentary only, or are you showing the game? It is just the commentary due to the YouTube licensing system. Unfortunately, you can't get away with showing any audio or match footage without them taking you straight down and you're gone for 3 months. And I was like, oh, Katie says Suckabulla. And there as well. But what we will quickly do is we will go like this. And we will go like that. And live watching cross 600 here. There is a huge amount of people here already. So I do appreciate every single one of you for being out. Okay, thanks, man. Says Andre Diaga. But we will try our very best to be able to keep you guys updated with every single moment of this game as it takes place. It should be, like I mentioned, it's going to be absolutely epic. Two South African sides that love putting on a show. And that is exactly what we are going to get. Nothing less than a phenomenal matchup. It's very loud in my eardrums at the moment. I'm going to adjust that a little bit more, because I think I have got my volume on my PC set to like 100. There we go. That's a bit better. It was a right party in the eardrums, but currently the cheerleaders of the Stormers, they are fired up, and they are rearing to go for this one. Right, Channel 2, get a VPN and connect to Ireland, and there as well, or RTE, in fact, it would be. And also I won my dad. You won your dad 35-25 in there, says Eteni. I guess that is for who you think might be able to win this matchup. Do let us know, ladies and gentlemen, your score predictions for this match. And welcome back, Katie. Hello, Gareth, says Sebastian here as well. But the Stormers coming off a 5-match winning streak. The Bulls coming off a 5-match winning streak. Right, the cheerleaders have really got the crowd hyped up. It is a sold-out Cape Town Stadium. I think this will be a real close game, says Kodam. Yeah, it seems like it could easily be a 5-point contest, if not less. Bulls by 7, says Bertie V there. And thanks, Gareth. Says Ruel there, and hey, Seb says it was Gareth as well. And In Touch Rugby says Itani. And also the Bulls says Suckabulla for who will be able to get themselves a win. But the South African derby, who would have seen this coming as the final with the URC? I think that's what makes it so exciting, is the fact that everyone expected Leinster, Ulster, Munster, pretty much every Ulster or any side that had a stir at the end. People were expecting to see them in the final. But the South African sides, they had other plans. They were ready to go. And they have turned it up at the right time. They've won their games in South Africa. They've won crucial games overseas. Is this family friendly? It certainly is. We do not swear. And if people swear in the chat, then we just don't read it out. But we don't swear on the channel. I feel like wearing a suit and swearing would just be, I guess, cancelling each other out a little bit. But yeah, we'll be all family friendly for this live stream. I love this DHL's cheerleader with the pigtail. She's having the time of her life, says Katie Dixon. And also thanks for the commentary. My friend arrived in Joburg from Oman today, says Joss Pike. So is that just visiting back in South Africa, Joss, or are you there kind of full-time now? Do let me know. And 7 for the Bulls, says Cutting in. And also as a halftime, it is just before the start of the game, only about 3 or 4 minutes away from this game getting underway, and it will be a very entertaining one. Now, Dion Forey last week, he had 2 black eyes, he had a bleeding nose, and he was still laughing at anyone who tried to fight him. That is something that, I mean, it's just a type of intensity you cannot buy. And also show us the game. The game has not started, but also due to licensing, we are unable to show any match footage. So I do apologize about that, but there are ways of watching it for free on YouTube. The picture behind you, Signal Hill and Table Mountain. See, I didn't actually know the names of them, unfortunately. And also you got Class No Swearing. We are not American, says Suckabulla there as well. I was here for a month / summer vacation. And this is Joss Pike. So hopefully you do enjoy it. Hopefully you have plenty of prize while you are over there. And let's hope for a good game, says BBG. Exactly right. As long as it's close and as long as it's intense, that is exactly what we want. Hey, it's Chiseling Colby. What's he doing over there? He is going to be bringing out the trophy. Of course, he has been playing for Toulon. I didn't even realize he was going to be doing the trophy presentation, but that is a beautiful looking trophy. Victor Matfield, the other player, of course, 2 South African greats. And definitely different heights, I guess you could say, but they are going to be taking it out. Doing a bit of a circle, showing the URC title. And that is what both of these South African sides will be absolutely wanting. And also, where can I watch the rugby game here? Sadly not. We can only do the commentary for this one due to licensing. If we were to show any match footage or audio, they take us straight off YouTube. But now the two sides just about to make their way out onto the park. The Stormers, they seem like they've got a huge amount of support here in Cape Town. and Bulls beat Leinster away. Says Walter, exactly right. So a big win for the Bulls there. And also the Stormers being able to win their game up against Ulster was a massive one. As for me, like, as much as I want to say that it should have been an even contest for the refereeing side of things, it did go downhill big time throughout that match. So I'm glad to see that they were able to do so well and were able to get themselves back into that contest after quite a bit of adversity there for the Stormers. But now quickly, before we get into this match, we will show you guys once again the lineups for this contest. We have got Kickoff, Kutsa, and Malharba in the front row for the Stormers. Then it is Murray and Ori slotting in as the locks. Dion Fori, Diamani, and Evan Ruas, the big man at number 8. Herschel Yankees, Mani Labok, Damien Valimza, Ruan Nell, Sibulo Salentna, I said that very badly, and Sergio Peterson, Hawarak Halent is the last man. Of course, a lot of these guys actually making their way into the Springboks, so congratulations to all the players who did get selected. A few guys on debut for the Springboks as well. It's going to be awesome seeing them in action in their series up against Wales. Then for the Bulls, Stenkamp, Robala, and Mornay Smith. Stenkamp and Nokia as your locks. Then Marcel Kurtzer, Arnold Borte, and Heinrich Lowe slotting in there as a loose forward trio. Zach Berger, Chris Smith, Harold Foster, Cornell Hendricks, Tumbway, Moody, and Kurtley Arenza slotting in as the last man in that starting lineup. But these two sides just about to make their way out onto the field. And can you send me the link to, please? Says Dever there. And also we have got there, when will this kick off? It is about 2 or 3 minutes time. They were supposed to be starting at 5:30, but they're running a little bit behind, which is probably understandable with the monumental occasion that is the URC Grand Final taking place in South Africa. The Stormers at home up against the Bulls away. Also, Nokwanda at RTE, but you need a VPN and go Stormers all the way. I'm in Cape Town, or I'm a Cape Town boy living in England, Dorset. Thanks for the commentary. Here's my path for healthy living. In fact, that is a good question. Before we get underway for this match, ladies and gentlemen, where are you watching this live stream from all around the world? I know we'll have a lot of South Africans in attendance, and I do appreciate every single one of you for being here for this matchup. Yeah, so do let me know whereabouts in the world you are watching from. I'm watching from New Zealand currently. It is 5:32 a.m., but this was a matchup I was never going to be missing from South Africa. And there, as I said, BV. And also we have got the Hey Howdy from, or Hey Howdy Hey from New Mexico, USA, and South Africa. Says Etienne and Go Stormers in there. My toilet says Peterlow. I guess that is very specific, but at the end of the day, I mean, it perfectly shows that you don't want to be missing this game. Dion Fori, he is making his way out onto the field for his 100th cap as well. And Poland, says Lucas, Cape Town, South Africa, Belleville, sorry, from Brandon. And then also Go Evans, Go Stormers from South Africa. Dubai, says Simeone, or Simone, it might be. In fact, and Christina, Romania, South Africa, and there as well, South Africa. There are a lot of people from South Africa and also Switzerland scattered in there as well. So I hope you guys are all excited. Do let me know your score predictions, ladies and gentlemen, for this matchup. And also, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is hugely appreciated you all being here. And we have got plenty more coming, not just of the Super Rugby, not just the URC, because, of course, those competitions both coming to an end. But we are going to be doing the internationals. It's a big one, says Peter. The Azan also Go Bulls from Port Elizabeth, South Africa. And I can't wait for the show, or for the snow, sorry. In Saudi Arabia, Go Bulls. Says Dirk the Clerk there. And hi, does this live show the live game? Sadly, due to licensing, we're unable to show the live broadcast. But the good news is, yes, we can tell you exactly where to find the highlights straight after the live stream. It is just tricky up until then, seeing as they don't allow you to show footage on YouTube. And that is just due to YouTube's copyright policy and everything along those lines. It's going to snow, and we're going to watch this live. Apparently, RTE is your best bet. If you've got an Irish VPN, you are set to go. And 70 likes here. Go smash that like button and subscribe if you're new, says BDV. And also, be sure to check out the Kiwi Lad Sport channel. That is the link that I have just put there. We recently brought up 1,000 subscribers on there. We do all sports over there. And how's it, my bro? And there says Jerry, doing very well, mate. Excited, very excited. This game about to get underway. We are about 5 minutes behind when they said that it was going to be starting, but that is better late than never. Oh, this game's going to be a big one. I feel like I'm too nervous, and I'm not even I'm not an avid, I guess, Stormers supporter. I'm not an avid Bulls supporter, mainly because I love watching them both play. But now this game underway, it's going to be Chris Smith getting us underway for the Bulls. And the URC 2022 final coming to you live from Cape Town is now underway. Nicely taken by Damien Valimza, but he's taken down by Moody inside of his own 22. And now Herschel Yankees looking for a man in the pocket. First of all, going to get it to Evan Ruas, a big man at number 8, getting the opportunity for the box in the near future as well. 1K viewers get into our team, and all the way from Cape Town, go the Bulls. It says Nishiba, and also we've got there go Bulls from Carrion as well. That one is going to be a good touch finder from Mani Labok. Nothing too wrong with that one. And now the line out will be going the way of the Bulls. But 40 seconds into this game, feel like there's going to be a bit of an early feeling out process, maybe of about 10 minutes. Neither side will want to make the early mistake, and they'll take any 3-pointers that they've got the opportunity to get. And thanks for your commentary, Hamish, from Germiston, South Africa as well, says Russell. And also we have got there the Bulls versus the Stormers, says Italy, with the colours. But the Bulls winning that line out now. Johan Robela at the back. That's going to be the advantage as well. That was a brilliant rolling maul from the Bulls, 22 metres out. Berger, it's dropped by Arnold Borta, and it will be going back for the penalty. Not the easiest kick in the world, though, from almost the sideline. So it's going to be maybe the option of going for the corner, trying to get that rolling maul going again. Might not be a terrible idea here for the Bulls. But Chris Smith, Marcel Kurtz, he's pointing to the touchline, and that is exactly what they're going to be doing. And also go the Stormers, says Ruben King. So do let me know the exact player, ladies and gentlemen, that you feel will be able to score the first try of this match. Let's see if anyone can get it bang on. Anyone who picks Johan Robela might be very good or very well off for this, because it's currently looking like that rolling maul is going to be strong. And 80 likes, looks like we're going to the 100 likes soon. Says BDV and hi Hamish, says Richard, welcome in, mate. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the good comments. Go the Blue Bulls, says Marek. And also only Blues are winning today are the Blue Bulls. Here's Gareth. Now Robela ready to throw it in. Finds his first man in Stenkamp. And the Stormers, they've got very good rolling maul defense usually, but this is just creeping around the outside. Where is the ball? Everyone's lost it. It's back into the hands of Johan Robela, trying to break, finds the offload, and he spins and he's over. The Stormers have conceded the try early on. It looked like, geez, there was a bit of afters going on there, but it's the number 12. I believe it will be Harold Foster, who was able to score himself the first try of the match. That is massive, 2.5 minutes in. And also my team won this morning. Super proud of the Crusaders. I'm behind the Bulls tonight. And from Whitbank, South Africa, and Evan Ruas, man of the match. Says Young 21. That was a massive one. Harold Foster just ran over the top of Evan Ruas, which is something we are not used to seeing at all. It was nicely done. Like they're saying, no one knew where the ball was. And then it just popped out the back. Johan Robela finds the offload to Harold Foster and just managed to spin out of the tackle of Sibelo Sinatla. And also, there was quite a bit of slipping going on. About 3 of the Stormers players lost their footing all around the same time, which did make it very tricky for them to be able to defend that one. And bulldozed, says Imran. And also, I can't see the game, says Devano. That is actually supposed to be the case. Unfortunately, due to YouTube's kind of copyright laws, we aren't able to show any match footage or audio. But I do recommend checking out Premier Sports for their YouTube channel. Straight after the game, they will have the highlights coming up. But we are going to add our Bulls try scorer down the bottom. And that is going to be none other than Harold Foster. There we go. Harold Foster scores the first try. Does manage to get it converted as well in the process from Chris Smith. And now a very nice lead for the Bulls starting to open up. There we go. We will go like that. And we will go like that as well. So 7-0 already. And well, almost 100 likes. Thank you, legends. There's Katie Dixon, and yeah, it's absolutely incredible the amount of support we've had on this live stream. Anyone who is new, like I mentioned, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Chris Smith kicked it downfield. It's gone into touch, taken nicely by the Stormers. They considered a quick throw, but I believe they have decided against it. But yeah, only 4 minutes in and already one try going the way of the Bulls. I mean, it's a dream start, really. Definitely when you're away from home, it just calms all of the nerves, and there'll be heaps of them. I'm even nervous and I'm not out there. In fact, I'm thousands of miles away from there, but I'm still feeling the nerves that some of these players have got. JJ Kotza will want to make sure that this one goes relatively straight. The youngster, 21 years of age. And they've just said Hinko Fenter's 20. And also keep your posts. And there as well, Cesar Rumpy. And also we have got there, yes, Bulls, says Ethan, and also BMT Stormers for 6. Says Ethne currently the Stormers. They've got this one 45 metres out from their line. Herschel Yankees fires back to the pocket, and Labok does send it high. Not really anyone chasing it too hard. Now all of a sudden Willemza uses that acceleration. He's knocked the ball on though. So the Bulls are going to have a knock-on advantage. And Robela has been taken down by Steven Kitsoff, who does lose his footing a little bit. Now Zach Berger goes back into the pocket to Harold Foster, the try scorer, does a little chip and chase. Waiting for it to sit up. Dion Forey unable to take it cleanly and back up to the halfway line. The Bulls have once again got it. Dion Forey, though, that was close to a turnover. Now Zach Berger going for the box kick. And it has gone in behind, of course. Oh, the bounce of the ball currently falling the way of the Bulls. But that one has been knocked on. And Bulls all the way, says Yadamais. And also we've got hey, howdy, hey, Achilles. Hope you're well, brother. And love the commentary. Keep it up. Says Lucas there and go Bulls. And there as well, says Johan. So I do apologize if I am missing any messages. The chat is going absolutely crazy at the moment. And I appreciate every single one of you for being here for these live streams. If you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are going to be covering the Wales versus South Africa test matches that are coming up in the near future. They're going to be absolutely insane, and we're going to cover every single one of them on the channel. Plus, I believe next week, if it's shown in New Zealand, we are hoping to do the under-20s side up against the under-20s for England versus South Africa. So if that is something you're interested in, and they are showing it here in New Zealand, we will 100% be live for that one. But also be sure to check out that link that I have just put in the chat. It is for our second channel, the Kiwi Lad Sport, and it is pretty much this, except all sports that we can cover on there. And sucks not to see the Sharks in the final. There's Nate there. Although, I guess the big question is, oh no, I feel like I know the answer. I was going to say, would you rather see Sharks versus someone from Ireland in the final, or would you rather see a South African derby? But I feel like if Sharks are your side, you'd probably put them through to the final. But yeah, South African derby is huge for the first year that they are in the URC. And Sharks didn't deserve the final this year. They're just not informed with a full box squad. There's your demise there. And also, come on, Stormers. We need to win. We can't lose, says Megan. And also hope the ABs eat the Irish. It's going to be tough, though. Ireland are a very hard side to beat, as we learnt last year when they did beat us. And France also beat us. So we've got a bit of redemption that we're going to have to get. But South Africa, Wales, that series, I think, is going to be relatively one-sided to the South Africans. And I hope they get a little bit of an opportunity to try out a few youngsters in the process as well. But the Stormers winning that penalty inside of their own 22. I'm going down on this far side. I believe it was Mornay Smith did end up collapsing for the scrum. In fact, they've said both sides. And is there a third-place playoff? Sadly not. I wish we got to see Leinster versus Ulster in a derby, though. But sadly, they do just have the final there in home ground. We must win, says Colin. Yeah, massive sellout crowd at Cape Town Stadium. Doesn't get much better than that is for sure. Now, 7.5 minutes in, it is going to be a kick for touch from Mani Labok. Plenty of distance on that one, and he does manage to find the touchline quite comfortably. And also, Bulla Big Fella from Missouri, USA. Good stuff streaming, and the sharp suit. Go the Blue Bulls. What do you think of the Bulls semi-final game? Says Rugby Kiddo. So I assume we are talking the Bulls matchup. Wait, are we talking Bulls versus Requas in the Curry Cup, or are we talking Bulls versus Leinster last week or the week before, I think it was? Because their game up against Leinster, away from home for the Bulls to win that, was absolute just class from the Bulls, and it was absolutely massive, and I love watching every second of it as they just fought like a side who wanted to make it through to the final. And also turn over for the Bulls, says Sim Slayer. Currently now, it looks like, yes, just straight over the ball. I believe it was Zach Berger was able to get himself the turnover there, and it becomes a penalty to the Bulls as well in the process. And at the moment, the discipline side of things, it has been going more penalties towards the Bulls than away. And damn Blue Bulls on the score sheet, says Nathan. Yep, early try for them by Harold Forster was able to help his side out and Lecker Bulls. And then go Stormers, says Jordan. Come on, Bulls, says Antoinette. There's well, but now Chris Smith about to kick this one for the touchline, and also go Stormers, says Dana. But what I will quickly do while that ball is going into touch, I will show you guys a screenshot that I found a little bit earlier on, which actually had some very interesting stats on it. It's a head-to-head, the tail of the tape between these two sides. These are the stats from all of the URC season. Couple of those stats that are extremely close. Of course, passes made, meters made, both very similar. And then a few more points going the way of the Bulls. Penalties, we've actually seen more from the Stormers, so they might be more likely to take a 3, although now that they're a little bit behind, maybe they won't consider that 3 as much, but their tackling success just a little bit better, making a total of almost 2,300. In fact, they would have passed that by now in this match, as they have had to make quite a few already. But now going to be in the hands of the Bulls at the back of their rolling ball. Once again, they have been using it very nicely, and also the match is going to be decided by turnovers. Exactly right. It's going to be a massive one, and also still going, bro, says Jacques. We are indeed. We have been going since the Super Rugby final. We did that one. We've done the Gallagher Premiership final, and now we're here for the URC. And that is going to now be the penalty to the Stormers in the breakdown. Nicely done, I believe. I want to say that that is Dion Forey who got himself in there. Underneath pretty much everyone, not releasing penalty one by the big man, Amani Labok will be kicking it for the touchline. And also, we've got our 1,319 watching, 113 likes. Smash the like button, you legends, please. And thank you, much appreciated. Says Katie Dixon. Yeah, it is hugely appreciated you guys all being here for this live stream. We have got plenty more coming for the South African side of things. We're actually going to be doing the Curry Cup next week as well, which it is going to be the Requas taking on the Pumas, in fact. And will you do next week's Curry Cup? Requas have a chance at a cup they last won 52 years ago. I was there, sadly. Can't be there next week, says Russell Dole, but we are certainly going to be doing that Curry Cup next week. And can we see what you're seeing? Sadly, due to licensing, it doesn't actually allow us to on YouTube. If we were to show any match footage or audio, they take you straight down off YouTube, which does suck because at the end of the day, I just want to find a way of being able to allow people to watch the game for free. And I wish, that's the thing, 2 South African sides in the final, surely you show this game for free in South Africa. Like, for me, that is just something you would do, even if it means that you don't get like money for broadcasting as much. Show ads at halftime, she'll be right, and allow everyone to be able to watch this game. Do it on the Springbok YouTube channel. Might be an option. I feel like I just want to see rugby for free for everyone to be able to enjoy. But now Cornell Hendricks is the backline movement. Madosh Tumbwe on the halfway line went for the kick in behind, but it was indeed actually Sanutlo who was able to charge it down, and they had to show the game for free. Says Nashiba there, and also this game should be free in South Africa. I 100% agree. And come on, just show 2 minutes, says Philip. The problem is, though, if you show 2 minutes, for one, if we somehow manage to avoid a copyright strike for 2 minutes, then people want to see another 2 minutes, and then you end up with a copyright strike. So I think, and then you've got 3 months that you're not allowed to do any live streaming on YouTube, which is pretty much our job out the window for 3 months. It's pretty much getting fired from a job for 3 months in a row for doing something for 2 minutes, which I mean, some people have done in the past, you know, depending on what the 2 minutes involved. And also we have got the Amish, you don't understand nothing free in South Africa. But that's the thing. I've always thought about it. Like, New Zealand's the same. We need to have more free options now. Madosh Tumbwe drives forward because these ad companies, or like the revenue from ads, is still high. And it's better having people watching your ads than no one watching your ads and not watching your games of rugby either. Zach Berger now driving Dion Forey, able to take him down. The Bulls have had a majority of the possession in the early stages of this one. Roy Nokia bouncing out of the tackle of Herschel Yankees, who had a bit of rush defense on him. Now Zach Berger looking to fire it back into the pocket. All Chris Smith tries. Is that a drop kick? I think it was a drop kick, but it hasn't gone higher than about 2 meters off the ground. So not quite the way that he wanted to strike it. And also we have got there, pathetic, we have to pay for our national sport. Exactly right. Like, same with New Zealand. We are known for our rugby, yet we don't have our rugby like available to be known, if that makes sense. That was kind of a weird like way of saying it. And also, if it's sold out, why not stream for free, says Pierre. Yeah, they've done their job. They've got everyone to the ground that they needed. So surely, like, yeah. Like, even if it's like a replay, show a replay like 2 hours later on TV for everyone to see, or on YouTube. Like, I would absolutely love to see that, but I don't think really anyone does it, sadly. Who knows? One day we'll see what we can do. But yeah, at the moment, they just strike us straight away and be like, nope, see you later. See you in 3 months. And also go the Bulls, and professionalism is killing the people's game. There's Jacques there, and also we've got their drop kick from who now? So that was actually Chris Smith who tried it from about 45 meters out, and it didn't really leave the ground, which was a bit weird for him. And go the Bulls, says Kobe there. Right. It's going to be JJ Kurtzer now. We'll be ready to throw on this line out. We're only 14 minutes into this game, and it is 7-0. Ireland, only country in the world the match is free, says Richard English. So yeah, they're doing it right, Ireland, at the moment. Like, I admire the fact that they have made this completely free. Like, I assume even in a final, which they're not even in, they are still showing it for free in Ireland. Now, driving nicely. This rolling maul of the Stormers now moving up to halfway. JJ Kurtzer hanging on to it at the back. He has been told to use it. Looks like it's not really going anywhere, so Herschel Yankees does take it out, gives it to first receiver Mani Labok, who puts it high once again. Now Hora Galant, in fact, it's Damien Valimza trying to line up Kurtley Arenza. Snipes it out of the sky, though. Now Herschel Yankees, he's offside. Zach Berger kicks it in behind, looking for the touchline. That seems to be his tactic so far. Kick it as far deep as he can, but now Hora Galant goes for the awkward low kick. He almost hit the ref with that ball. It's going to be sitting up nicely, though, for Chris Smith. Now backs himself on his left boot, something that you don't see too often from Chris Smith, using his weaker of the 2 feet. Now Labok once again sends it into the night sky, at Cape Town, waiting for it to come down. Curtly Arenza taking it beautifully under the high ball. That is 2 in a row that he's been able to do well. And they assumed that Leinster would be in the final, but it backfired. Says your demise. Oh, sorry, that was actually Sebastian. Now that one's gone high once again. And also pay to view, pay to drive, pay to absolutely everything in this country, says Chantel. But yeah, like, I want to say, like, Sevens World Cup taking place in South Africa. Surely that is like, surely that's something they show at least like the day one or the final if South Africa are in there, VPN into Ireland, says Jacques. Yeah, that seems to be the only way to do it. And yes, watching it now for free, Amish, says Richard. And also we have got there, what side are you watching it on? I believe it will be on RTE for the South Africa, or sorry, the Irish side of things. Currently the Bulls hanging on to this one. Johan Robela. It looks like Zach Berger once again might be considering putting it up high. Being told to use it. 16 minutes into the game, being told to use it again, and he does give it a nice old hoof. Downfield looks like lined up beautifully by Jorge Galant. A Springbok, and speaking of Springboks, that was a knock-on. That wasn't the speaking of Springboks part, but speaking of Springboks, also, it was the man making the tackle, Roa Nokia, made his way in there. And also, yeah, YouTube showed the Sevens this year, says Jacques, and also we've got maybe a halftime show for the URC Super Rugby Premiership World Cup, or Rugby World Cup Championship final. And the US that does that with the Super Bowl, it could get views. Says good tender there. So yeah, it would be kind of cool to see where the competition goes from here. I know that they want to go onwards and upwards, and oh my word, what a game. It seems like both sides playing an absolutely physical outfit, or physical, I guess, first 20 or so minutes. The fact that we're only about 16 minutes through makes me extremely excited, because it does mean that there is plenty of time left for us to see a few more tries. But anyone who is new to the channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and also be sure to check out the Kiwi Lad Sport channel. It is our second channel, and that is a link to that channel. If you do want to help us out, be sure to hit subscribe over there. We are going to be doing plenty of rugby league. You name it, it's coming up on that channel. And tell us, what did you provide today? Beef, lamb, I want to hear it. Says it was Sebastian. Now, Zuck Berger goes for the grubber. It doesn't work out for him, and it goes straight into touch off Herschel Youngie's foot. And now it's going to be another line out. So it's definitely that filling out process that I mentioned, other than that early try being scored by Harold Foster, which snuck them in a little bit, and also Bulls Boo. And there as well, says Willem, and also goes Stormer, says Wilma in the chat as well. But there will be some very nervous coaches right up to 80 minutes. And yes, Katie, we make the real and original biltong. And what's the time? Says Brandon, at the moment we are sitting 18 minutes through this match. Johan Grobbler throws it into the front to Stenkamp. And now, once again, they've been able to roll off. That is the third time in this match that the Bulls have been able to just kind of curve their way around the Stormers' defense. Now, Zach Berger receives it almost on the 22. Arnel Porter. Nice carry. Still 22 out. Zach Berger to the captain. In fact, it's Mornay Smith. Now, Stephen Kitsoff almost doesn't get the turnover. He does indeed. A clean turnover for the Stormers rush on Arnold Porter. And now Evan Roa's been able to hang on to that one. Go Bulls, watching from England, says Marcus there. And what side is for free from South Africa? I believe you need a VPN, and you can watch on RTE in the Irish, or just anywhere in Ireland, really. As long as you set it so that you are in Ireland, you are good to go, and you can watch it on RTE. It is Golden Zach being silly, says Beauty V. He has kicked the ball many times throughout the early stages of this match. So either he's been told to go for more of that territory game, or he's just seeing some gaps that he feels might be able to exploit. But now the penalty did go the way of the Stormers, and they have kicked that one downfield. And it will be the line out in favour of the home side. But Arnold Borta working hard. And Zach Berger. Okay, so Mornay Smith, he's just ended up in the wrong spot. And greetings from Montreal, go Stormers, says Freddie Oliver. And also we produced them on Farms. That's the original biltong, and also 147 likes. So thank you all very much for hitting that like button. Currently, the possession stat has been 65% in favour of the Bulls, which is relatively expected. And I also love your pronunciation as a Kiwi, says Ria Van Staden. And yeah, I've been working very hard on these South African names. They are pretty tricky to master, definitely with a bit more of a Kiwi accent, but we've been getting there slowly. And hopefully, you know, there's always room for improvement for them as well. I know that Springbok squad, I'd like to think I can pronounce a majority of them. MC Luna I've got 10K riding on this game. Come on, the Stormers are not bad for a Kiwi. Says Sebastian there. That's going to be a knock-on from Damian Valimza. And now the Bulls once again have got this ball. Harold Foster passes on the outside. Cornell Hendricks, he gets back up. He doesn't look to pass, though, which is a risky tactic. Definitely when you've got so many men free on your outside. Bit of wrestling going on between Evan Roas and also one of the other forwards for the Bulls. This is going to be a physical game, and it's probably going to lead to some push and shove at some stage soon. And like you can't call it built on unless it is made in South Africa, but now I know. Says it was Katie Dixon, and also come on Stormers, pull the finger out, and this reminds me of match this morning. One team doing all the work. Says Richard, yeah, at this stage it's similar to what we saw for the Crusaders. Oh, Madosh Tumway's trying to push someone off the ball. Well, looks like he's got to be careful there. You got to keep yourself disciplined throughout this match. Stormers can do it and will do it. Says Abel. Currently 20 minutes inside of their own 22. And also, we like you, Hamish. You're an honourable South African. Geez, that's a massive privilege. Do appreciate that a lot. And I have actually, that's the thing. Anytime I talk about if I ever went to South Africa, I get offered about 10 braais. Like straight away, people like, come to our house. We'll cook you up some decent food. The boulders, who I can't quite say yet, but the sausages sounds like a decent trip needs to be planned at some stage. Maybe even go to a game and watch like a game of rugby live from the stadium with some of you guys would be pretty awesome. And also, what a game, Amish brother says, Bertie V. Yeah, very close at the moment. The early try for the Bulls for Harold Foster. Other than that, it's been a bit of a stalemate between the two sides. Tackles made. We've seen 28 made by the Stormers. So they have brought up, I believe there was 2,300 tackles throughout the season. Ranokia takes it nicely, and now that rolling ball once again is going to go to work for the Bulls. It's just so dangerous. Every time they look like they're going to make meters. Good tackle on Vol Stenkamp by Evan Roos. Now Zach Berger off to Arno Borta. Now moving up to the 22. There's just physicality personified at the moment when you see those loose forward trios running at each other. They move into the 22. Mornay Smith going to be playing halfback. Goes back to Gerhard Stenkamp. Now Zach Berger pop pass up to Johan Robela. Only making a meter or two. But the thing is, the Bulls have had all of the balls, so that is huge for them. Go get it, Hamish. Says Nathan now, up you mighty Bulls. And then also the Stormers, says Christine. Zach Berger passes it short. Big run forward from Heinrich Low. He actually got smacked harder by his teammate from behind than he did from the opposition. I think Ruan Nokia just lined up his rib cage. But he didn't even look like he's a little bit slower getting back to his mark. There, Heinrich Low, straight over the ball. Dion Furry, brilliant body position. And he's won the penalty for the Stormers after 8 phases. It was just a patient wait for Dion Furry to know exactly, oh my God, he's got like 2 black eyes and his bleeding lip is back. But he's still going for it, Dion Furry. And also, what's the weather like in Cape Town? I see a little bit of wetness around the ground. So I don't know whether or not it is still raining or whether it has calmed down. I can't see any rain falling, though. It just looks a little bit maybe slippery underfoot at this stage. And also, well done, mate. Loving it, says Charles. And then also the Stormers, says Christine. And also, Bulls going to bry Snook in Cape Town. And have you been to South Africa, Hamish? If you come, make a trip north to Namibia as well. And MC Luna. I've actually never been to South Africa, but I would absolutely love to go there. Like, geez, Dion Furry, his face, it looks like he's been in a fight with about 10 men, but he came out the victor, which is pretty much, I guess, what you describe for him every time he goes into the breakdown. Like, no matter who's in there, whether he's looking at a massive prop or 3 loose forwards, he will still stand his ground, and he's got the lip to prove it because that is well and truly busted up. It won't mind a day or two off after the URC, but then he's straight back into the box side. The Stormers have won the most games and lost the fewest in the URC this season, so that is a fun stat. And go down and lead the guys. There's Brian Borscher there, and of course his 100th match for his side. And also when you come visit, please bring my son with. He's from Wellington, New Zealand, says Big 5 Motors. And there's and also hi in the chat from, it was P5 3 Ulit. Hopefully I've said that correctly, but I might have gotten that a little bit wrong. Now it's raining in Cape Town, says Dyer there. So yeah, a little bit of wetness might cause this final to be a little bit less free-flowing. And also we have got there, I think you could come, you won't leave skinny as you are now, says Suckerbuller. And also why not only off forwards running don't work. Says Richard, that's going to be stolen by the Bulls. They are playing the advantage now. This is actually giving me flashbacks to Crusaders versus Blues. The Bulls in this match so far have been the Crusaders, having more of the possession and more of the chances, whereas for the Stormers, they've dropped the ball a little bit more often and haven't touched the ball too often, but now they've got it back, and it's going to be the youngster, JJ Kutsa. Let's hang on to that. Herschel Yankees now goes across to Evan Ruas. Nice run from the future Bok. He is actually signed for them this year. Geez, it's hard to kick the ball by the looks of it. Money Bok also slipping when he goes for that, and also RTS Ireland only, and also 1,451 watching. It is absolutely insane And I do appreciate every single one of you for being here. If you are new to the channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Nice ball off to Mani Labok, 40 meters out. Now going short side off to Herschel Yankees. Going for the grubber. He's actually managed to smoke that one straight into touch, though. So a bit of a mistake there for the Stormers once again. And the Bulls 27, Stormers 9, and also Stormers all the way. And do you know what a galleon is, Hamish? I don't know what a galleon is. I know that we've got a place in Oamaru, which is a little bit south of me, called the Galleon, which is kind of like a pirate-based place. So I don't know whether or not that is what a galleon is. All I know is they have 10-pin bowling, and it is always a good time. That sounded like a brand deal. I should probably ask them if they want to, like, let us go bowling. And also, come on, money. Says Ricardo, best country in the world. Borrowers and rugby. I always say the second one wrong. Can someone please help me watch it live? If you've got a VPN, you can watch it if you set yourself to Irish. Also, don't remind us of last night's game. It still hurts. Still, here's Carlin. Yeah, did go a little bit wrong. I wish I could share some of this delicious fresh strawberry lemonade with y'all. Here's Katie Dixon there. And also check out the Kiwi Lad Sport channel. See, Sebastian, you heard the man. That is our other channel that we do post plenty of videos and live streams on in the near future. For Zach Berger. Now going back to Chris Smith, looking for the box kick. Goes up, Madosh Tumbwe waiting for it. No one got a hand to that one. Arnold Borta, though. Now he has got it. He's trying to run round the defense. Doesn't quite work out for him. Heinrich Low, though, met by his opposite number. Now it's a bit of a handling error. Salman Morat gives it off now. And that was a little knock on, though, so they will be going back for the scrum. Now, that was a pretty quick advantage, I think. So is that going to be... Oh... Okay, so they're saying that it was actually, like, the advantage was over. They actually went back by about 10 or so meters. And also, a galleon is only the best braai fish in the world, bro. Okay, so not the bowling place, I assume. I mean, I might be able to get fish from the bowling place, but it's probably, like, just plain old, like, I don't know what they'd have there. Probably, like, cod, something like that. Strawberry lemonade. That's not fair, me want. Says Sebastian there. And I was like, come on, the Bulls, get a try. Says Simp Slayer. But now 26 minutes through this game, and we are still sitting 7-0 in favor of the Bulls. Who is the ref, says Richard? I will get his name for you, as I am not 100% sure. I think he's Irish, though. I'm trying to think of what his name is. What is his name? That guy. He talks like Crouch. What's his... Nah, I can't think of the name. I'm going to have to look it up. I was trying to copy his accent, and it didn't really work because I just sounded like I was, like, really confused about everything. Andrew Brace, that is the name. That is the one. And also Bull. And there says Madeleine. Oh, it's a short pass off and dropped by Harold Foster. Now Evan Ross bounces back to his feet, but he's tackled only 10 meters out from their own line now, and it's going to end up like the 2010 Super Rugby final. And come on, the Stormers, says Richard. I hope the Bulls win. And please come to South Africa. We'll send you a plane ticket. We have a fish braai with brannies and Coke, says Jerry Arenza. Geez, that's a generous offer. I mean, it would be an expensive flight, though, wouldn't it? To get to South Africa from New Zealand. You're probably looking at like $1,000, something along those lines. That is going to be in touch for Damian Valimza. I see that Jaco Piper is one of the guys on the touchline as well. Kirtley putting in a good shift. Yeah, he's been solid under the high ball, Kirtley Arenza. Every time that it goes up, he gets it. And also, you literally don't have to clean your grid for years. Just rub it with onion until that one chops, or the one chop brings fish to the braai and stinks up your whole place and makes your grid taste fishy. See, that's Gareth. That sounds like a personal experience thing, Gareth. That like someone brought fish and just ruined your day. And braai is boring, says Andre. And also we have got there, can you show the picture? Sadly, due to licensing, any match footage or audio gets us taken straight off YouTube. But the highlights will be on Premier Sports YouTube channel, and that will only be maybe about an hour or two away. So I do recommend checking that out. But at the end of the match, once they have uploaded it, we will send you guys a link so you can see the highlights of the game as it takes place. We will go like this, and we will go like that. There we go. And Amish, Andrew, if you don't like him, it tells you how much hair can change a person. There's Richard. And also, I have tasted Galleon. Doesn't mean I agree with you. Not everyone likes the same stuff. Says Yadamais. And also, if you go to South Africa, you will turn 20 pounds heftier. That might be a good thing. I might be able to bulk up for the season, get back into the rugby side of things. Because at the moment, if I ran at anyone, they'd just break me in half. Easy peasy. Now, Madosh Tumbwe, brilliant run. He's just broken the defense in half, but he's given the ball off almost to the Stormers, but Kurtley Arenza's been able to regather it. Now, hanging on to this one. And the full game says, Jesus Lord, normally it will be maybe about 24 hours later, you might end up seeing the full game on YouTube. Someone will upload the full match. It is better than the live, says Andre Tendo. Appreciate you, mate. And we do this for every match that has taken place, or a majority of them. We've got the Currie Cup next week. We've got South Africa versus Wales, that series we are going to be covering on the Kiwi Lads channel as well. Now, 30 minutes through, and it is 7-0 still to the Bulls. So we did see that early try from Harold Foster in the 3rd minute. Now Marnie Lebok will be kicking this one for touch. And also, where can I watch it? So, yeah, pretty much the best bet is if you've got a VPN, which I know some people don't have, but if you do have a VPN, you can actually set your location to Ireland and watch it on RTE. And also, why not next time wear a rugged top when doing the commentary, says my path for healthy living. Normally, we'd normally be a bit more casual than a full-on suit. Like, it's normally only the finals that we whip out the suit for, which I do like this tie because it's kind of got the lighter color for the Bulls and then the darker color for the Stormers. So I feel like that was kind of strategically planned as well. But yeah, normally we're in like slightly normal clothes, I guess. Definitely because it is 6 a.m. here in New Zealand and everyone else is asleep and I'm just dressed as if I'm about to go to a wedding, which maybe I am. Plot twist. And how's the Moody guy playing? Canon Moody, I've hardly seen him, to be honest. It's more been Kurtley Arenza as a guy who has certainly been looking dangerous over the top there, taken nicely by Diamani. Now running forward, Dion Forey. Joining with him, and it's going to be play on for now. Trying to seal that one off, and it's going to become the penalty advantage against Johan Grubela. Now Morat, nice hands to Evan Ruas. Springs back up. Herschel Yankees back to Marnie Lebok. Goes for the little chip and chase. Once again, it's going to be sitting up nicely for Canon Moody. And that is now going to be going back for the penalty. I think more than likely the Stormers will take on the 3 points here. And if you are from Cape, you'll know how a braai without foil, just apricot jam and spices with rooster bread and patat, says Ricardo. And also 10 minutes to halftime, legends. And I missed the Barbados helicopter pilot shirt. That one was an unlucky one. We actually ended up with a copyright strike from wearing that shirt. Not because the copyright strike for the shirt, but more because they thought we were showing the game and we weren't, sadly, for that one. And also, we have got, are you doing Ireland All Blacks? We certainly are. Ireland All Blacks, Māori All Blacks versus Ireland, South Africa versus Wales, Australia versus England. You name it, we are doing those matches. And we're even going to be doing, hopefully, the ones that are coming up really soon with the South African under-20 side taking on the English under-20 side. That is next week. As long as they show them in New Zealand, it's going to be good. And we will be doing it as our update time, says Andre. Hopefully that does do it. And champ and sausages, And I hope this final will be better than the Premiership, says Atel. And yeah, that one almost went right down to the wire, but it seems like now Marnie Lebok will be lining up the kits. I have also got there, show us your shoes, Hamish. I don't have shoes on, and I wish I wasn't wearing these socks because I feel like it's inconvenient, but you asked for it, so I've got, my socks have pineapples on them. All right, I'm wearing a full-on suit on the top half, pineapples. I'm feeling a bit fruity on the bottom half. So there you go. It's not all business, some little bit of casual, a little bit of sweetness down below. That sounded dodgy where that was going. Marnie Lebok's about to line up this kick. And also we've got there one of Miss G's, says Sim Slayer. So I would assume if that's the case, he must miss this. Marnie Lebok lines it up. Yeah, shanked that one big time. It's gone out to the left. And for a second, I thought those were weed socks, says Katie Dixon. And also we've got there, no man, I am eating, says Sucker Bull. And also we've got there the pineapple emoji there as well. Low and he missed, says Birdie V. Yeah, did he end up going wrong, going for the Wallabies against England? That will be a great game. And happy socks, there's Deborah. Yeah, they do look very cheerful. I mean, I don't mind pineapple, so I feel like that made sense to wear them. Like, other than that, though, the funny thing is they're my only weird socks. Like, I think everything else is just normal, but the one time that I'm asked, show us your shoes / your feet, I'm wearing them. Also, how are you going to be a first pro presenter in socks? Says Peter Lowe. Maybe. Because that's the thing. I'm currently in my lounge. So I feel like it's, it's probably a bit more casual than a normal commentary booth. But now, going to be a line out here for the Stormers. JD Courts are ready to go. Not your lucky socks, says Sergio. And also they are on the Six Nations YouTube channel. They have the rights to the under-20 tournament. Oh, that's pretty awesome. So I guess that's the thing. do we do a live stream for those matches if they are already free to watch? I feel like it would probably be just more of a discussion and we'd just sync up all of our time so that we can kind of continue watching together type thing. Now, nice run from, it was the Damian Valimza, good low tackle on him though. By his opposite number, Chris Smith now asking for the penalty. He doesn't receive it there for the Stormers. Evan Royce, if they score now, they are back into this contest just before we get into halftime. Now, Herschel Yankees goes back to the hands of Salman Murat. Yankees looks to his left. Nice offload from Ori now to Labok. Damian Valimza ball on the outside. Sanatla now off to Dion Forey for his 100th match. Looking to pin the ears back, the big man. At 6 for this game, and they will certainly be hoping to use that extra forward that they've got on the bench. They've gone with the 6-2 split. Little bit of a juggle from Halant, and it is going to be sitting up for Kurtley Arenza, and another handling error from the Stormers. They go back for the penalty 7-3. Says a Diakan there, and also we have got there. Did he miss? Says Nasheba. He did. That one straight out in front. Ended up missing. Cornell Hendricks isn't too happy with Stephen Kitsoff by the looks of it now. And also we get the Stormers for the penalty 7-3. Says Diakan, and also Labok not in the kicking mood. Says Andre Tim there. Yeah, unfortunately for the Stormers, handling-wise, they have dropped the ball a lot more in this match. They will admit that as well. Less possession, less, I guess, handling errors for the Bulls, but it was just a bit too high. He was trying to go for the cutout pass to Sergio Peterson. Warakalan saw it as his option to try and grab it, and he just ended up fumbling it. So it was over his head. So it's going to be now a scrum feed for the Bulls from about, I would say, 30 meters out from their own line. He clicks to the left, or he kicks to the left. He kicks to the right. Marty Labok is kicking his. And there, says Sebastian. And also, Stormers need the weather to storm, says Carlin. Herschel Yankees having a bit of a chat with Arnold Borta. Zach Berger asking what the problem is. Herschel Yankees, the thing is, you know he's not the biggest player in the world, but then you see him next to Zach Berger, and you just realize that size differential. Well, the two uncommon Bulls need to build a lead, boys, to Sakabola. Yeah, anything less than like 10 points is certainly not safe. Cheerleader with pigtails loses her mind. And how's the weather conditions on the field? A little bit slippery. I don't believe it's raining currently in Cape Town, but it is still relatively wet underfoot, which does mean it's a bit slippery and does mean that we're seeing a few more handling errors. And I was like, what are the conditions like on the field, says Andre? Pretty much that, but it is getting ripped to shreds at the moment. Show us the cheerleaders, Hamish, says Sebastian. See, even that would get us in trouble, wouldn't it? And I was like, Cardigan Stormers and Bulls or the Stormers? See, that's the thing. It's a great question. At the moment, I would say that the Bulls have looked like the stronger side for the first 37 minutes, but that can easily change. In fact, it only takes one phase for the Stormers to get themselves back into this contest. Warwick Gallant, sorry. Downfield now, Chris Smith takes it inside of his 22. Kicks it downfield and does manage to find the touchline. A very good kick at that as well. And Yankee's girlfriend is my teacher. That is kind of cool. What teacher, or I guess what subject does she teach? Do let me know. And damn, this game needs to get on. Says Peter Lowe, and also the field looks like Lord of the Rings, says Katie Dixon. And this is a carbon copy of the Blues match, says Richard. It literally is at this stage. Like, it's been so similar that the Bulls are pretty much embodying the Crusaders and the Stormers are pretty much embodying the Blues. And if that continues, it means that there could be a couple more tries for the Bulls just around the corner and only the one for the Stormers. But I think the Stormers, once they get their handling under control, they will be able to get back into this contest. And history is the subject she teaches in there as well. See, Johan Otto. Also very good there. I read that one. And also this game is D. See, here's Lewis there. Now passed out on the outside. Warwick Gallant kicks it in behind. Sergio Peterson's hardly touched this ball. It's going to curve into touch. And it does now become a Bulls line out. Okay, Jaco Piper. Wait, are they going to check this one to see if it's a 50-22? You don't have to kick it very far. And also, you're looking at 2,500 New Zealand dollars return ticket to South Africa from New Zealand. Oh, I think that's a 50-22. It is a 50-22. The Stormers now are going to have themselves a line out inside of the 22. I bet Yankee's girlfriend likes punishing naughty people. Yeah, boy. And I was like, is it a dry pitch, Hamish? No, it's pretty damp at the moment, a bit slippery. And you're saying, Yankee's girlfriend, which school does she teach you then? Says Keller. And also, it's a 50-22, yeah. And also, Bull Yao Leka Ding, which of course means go you good thing, the Bulls. And they are hoping to get themselves a win here for the first ever URC competition with South African sides. Who would have thought we'd have two South African sides in the final? And this game is really boring at this stage, says Lewis. Yeah, it's become quite a stalemate, bit of a chess match at this stage, but hopefully, oops, we're a bit wonky. There we go. My camera got stuck on my thingy-my-bob. Does that work? Yes, it does. Right. There we go. I ended up pulling out the keyboard, and it did end up kind of taking it with it, so we get a little bit skew with. Apparently, 5 out in Roa Nokia. And they have been told to use it once again now for the Stormers. It's starting to move. And also, you farted, own it, says Peter Lowe. Now, Herschel Yankees goes to the short side. Good tackle made by Zach Berger. And also, Johan Robala 10 metres out from the line with only 40 seconds left. In fact, it's now 20. That's a big shot from Einbrecht on Mani Labok. And also, my husband, team goes Stormers. And also, way too many handling errors. Exactly right. They've probably dropped the ball about 6 or 7 times in this first half, which has been costing them. Now back across. Herschel Yankees gives it off. Nice step from Damian Valimza. Looking to go through. If he was able to free up the arms, he might have been able to find that pass on the left-hand side. Roas in the midfield, using that big size and frame that the youngsters got. That's the thing. The Stormers have got a lot of young players coming up through their rankings, which is absolutely awesome to see. Live feed is laggy. And this is I am nutty and also so disappointing last night. Watched the Bulls versus the Requas last night at Loftus. Says Juan, yeah, in the end, the Requas able to get themselves the win, making it through to the final for the first time in about 60 years or so, wasn't it? Along those lines. Now, Waratalan tries the short ball. That pass was never there, but they're going back for the penalty, and I believe this time they will take on the 3 and get them towards the... What do they do? Mani Labok, missed the last one. I think you've got to take on the 3. Okay, Mani Labok gives a thumbs up. Is that because we're going for the 3 or because they're going for the corner? Captain, kits off, what you doing? Going for the shot. And also, we have got Go Bulls. And then why aren't the Stormers going for 7, says Sim Slayer? I think they just want to get a little bit more deficit or less of a deficit in this matchup. And also in Cape Town supporting the Bulls, says it was Nashiba in there as well. Okay, Cornell Hendricks, the one who was offside. Mani Labok now going to be lining up this one, and also they come on the Bulls. Says Jack Dermany. But anyone who is new to the channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And how far out is the kick? It should be, that's the thing. I want to say it should be a given, but last time he missed one that was actually what normally you would say is about a 95% chance of going over. This one for me is about 95 though. It's about 24 meters out on the angle. Should be relatively nice. And the Stormers missed the penalty attempt. They did it in the earlier stages. And is this guy doing French final next week as well? If in his father hands me down suit, says I'm nutty. It wouldn't actually fit my dad, unfortunately, but just the one that I wore to the ball at school. So I'm surprised it still fits me. I used to be bigger than I am now, so that's probably why. Still able to wear it for as long as I can. But Mani Labok about to line up this kick. And he gets that one over. So now at halftime, it is going to be now 7 points for the Stormers, 3 points to the Stormers, 7 for the Bulls. And that is going to be halftime in this URC final, $100 only, says Demetrius, and also the Bulls all the way. And also settle the game, Stormers. You are young guns. They will get tired. And also we have got Brian saying something about the ref favors the Bulls. I think that is possibly, if I'm not wrong. And also we get the Stormers. And there says Raja. But yeah, I am actually hoping to do the top 14 final next week. I know that it is going to be that team's name that I always forget is a Castra who's made it through to the final. And also grab your drinks, grab your snacks, smoke them if you got them. Says Katie Dixon and Yankees will try. Says Keeler, but that is going to be halftime in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Like I mentioned, if you are new, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It is hugely appreciated you guys all being here. Also, be sure to check out the Kiwi Lad Sport. It is our other channel, and it is the one that we do pretty much all of our videos on that do revolve around other sports such as football, rugby league. We're going to do some cricket possibly on there in the future and a whole heap of other fun stuff. So be sure to check that out. And also Reply gets a like, Montpellier versus the Wine. And there as well says, I am nutty. Wait, Montpellier through? Or are they playing soon? Because I think it's coming up relatively soon, isn't it? And also who won the English final today. So it was in the end Leicester Tigers who were able to get themselves through. Cheese rolling, says Peter Lowe. And also the deal says Demetrius. And also 3 out of 7, whoop, whoop, says Richard. 3 to 7. And also we have their Bordeaux. And there as well says, I am nutty. But currently the position, 52% in favour of the Bulls. Carries 48. Tackles made extremely even. 47 by the Stormers, 46 by the Bulls. Meters made just a little bit more in favor of the Stormers, in favor of the Bulls. 166 to the 103. And then the penalties conceded 7 against the Bulls and 2 against the Stormers. The Bulls know how to turn on the slow, suffocating poison in the second half. And also, Bordeaux, they play tonight in 1 hour, says I am nutty. And they must be, who are they playing? Is it Montpellier that they are taking on, actually, now that I think about it? And also, live link. At the moment, I am watching on Spark Sport, which is a paid subscription here in New Zealand. But if you have got a VPN, you set yourself to Irish, and then RTE is your way to go. You will be able to watch this game for free, seeing as you have already paid for the VPN, if that makes sense. And also, who's your player of the half, Amish? Says Carlin. I would say, if I had to pick anyone, who would I pick? I would actually say Kurt Leorenza. He looked very solid throughout the first, and as at halftime already it is. It's been flying by at the moment, Asheba, and it seems like the second half should be just as exciting, if not hopefully more exciting, as we have only seen the one try and the one penalty. Thank God it just proves money. I don't get you everything, says Richard. Although and also Bulls are tops, says Glenn there as well. But yeah, at this stage, I see a few little spots of rain starting to fall there at Cape Town. In fact, it might be a little bit heavier than I'm giving them credit for. So Castra are in the final, and Montpellier play Bordeaux tonight in the other semi. See, Sebastian, that's a massive one for Castra to make it through, isn't it? And any live links watching for free is blocked. Watching for free is blocked. Christopher Stunder there as well, says Johan Rin. So yeah, it's a very tricky one to balance, but I know that it is going to be on the Premier. Is it Premier Sports? No, what's it called? Yeah, I think it is Premier Sports. Are going to have the highlights of this game after the match is over. But until then, we've got that awkward part, how they're waiting for it to transfer off the players or the people commentating, and it took a good 5 seconds, and they bet to lose 24 to 18. And also, yes, I saw it last night, says I am nutty. And also, we got there a really bad ref. He misses all the fouls. Says it was Posiwit in there as well. But currently, actually, have we had any yellow cards? We've had one yellow card, haven't we, in this match, if I'm not wrong, that we did see earlier, or was that the Gallagher Premiership, actually, that we had a yellow card? It might have been Gallagher Premiership. So sorry if that was the wrong way round. We have done a lot of finals that are today, and also what do the Bulls need to win? Or why do the Bulls need to win? Says Quill. I mean, whoever wins this game, it's going to be absolutely massive for them. Do you agree with me? Stormers should be playing better. They have home crowd advantage, and they should be playing better. And only positive is 3 points. Says Cameron. They have been struggling, the Stormers. And I think the thing that's really hurting them is those handling errors. They've probably dropped the ball about 6 times, one each. Says I'm nutty for the Gallagher Premiership. That is where those cards that I am thinking of coming in. Stormers playing some horrible rugby. And yeah, as soon as they can hang on to that ball for a little bit longer, that will be very, very handy for them. And also we have got there the best players for the Stormers. Okay, I'm just scanning the field, try and work out who I give it to. Because the thing is, a lot of players have made mistakes. JJ Kutsa, I would say, has actually had a decent enough half. If I had to pick anyone, and then maybe if I had to pick anyone else, I'm still looking through. Maybe you give it, actually, Dion Foddy I would give it to, because he has played pretty well throughout that first half as well. Although now they're showing the highlight of the try scored by the Bulls, and he was actually the one who missed the initial tackle. So it's a bit tricky. Give best player. But yeah, probably Dion Foddy, or also it would be the number 2, whose name now I've already forgotten. JJ Kutsa is the one. I see the Bulls winning today. And also, is there no live video, says Jordan? Sadly not, due to licensing and YouTube's kind of policies. If we were to show any match footage or audio, they take you straight off YouTube. And sadly, they do pretty much stop you from being able to do any live streams for 3 months if they do decide that you have broken the rules. So yeah, I do apologize for that. Is this ref Oz? What sideline ref? Looks like Wayne Barnes. I believe this referee is Irish, and he does look a little bit like it. And also we have got there, but who wins? The fact that we took it all the way from Ireland, says Johan. And yeah, that is huge for South Africa to not just be in the final, but to have both sides from South Africa in the final is just absolutely incredible for the competition, and incredible for South Africa's confidence going into the next one. And I was like, right, yeah, whatever. Says funny there. I mean, it's happened to us before. We've had a total of 3 copyright strikes, or in fact, 2 copyright strikes, one of which we got before our live stream even started. The other one we got during the live stream about halfway through. And also we have got, don't you, Kiwi lad, take a break too, says Keller. Not really, not during the game. We are normally here for the whole time. And also thanks for the live stream, Kiwi lad. What is the time in New Zealand now? Love your work, brother. God bless. Go Stormers. Says Prince Azrael. Currently, we are sitting 6:24 a.m. here in New Zealand. So, a little bit early, I guess you could say. We have been up all night. We did Super Rugby's final. We've done the Gallagher Premiership final. And now we are here at the URC final tomorrow night. We are going to be doing the matchup between the Barbarians and also the, I want to say the English side, missing the Saracens and Leicester players. And then also, I should mention the Barbarians are mainly the ones from the top 14. And link for the game, it's legit. And there as well, says Sebastian also, thanks for the live stream, though. It's fun. Says Kayla there. And also, that happened to Guru last night, says Eric. Yeah, he ended up with one after his Gallagher Premiership, his Super Rugby one, didn't he? Which was a big shame. I've actually talked to him since then, just saying, like, if he does want to do anything in terms of, like, being able... One moment, we go like this. And we go like this. There we go. But yeah, pretty much, they did end up taking him down without him really doing anything wrong. But because of the YouTube process, it means that it's going to take about 2 or 3 weeks before he can get his channel back up and running. And I was like, yeah, sucks, can't show the game live because of copyright. Yeah, it does suck big time. French Barbarians, officially France second team. This is all equals seeing Barbars v French. Barbars, I think, says, I am nutty. And also, Johan just got struck like worst timing ever. And Guru Rugby also received copyright strike for a stupid title. And a streamer's taken down. I'm surprised yours is still up. Says Cameron. Yeah, it seems like it's like, the thing is, for me, the way that they say, because I've had that before as well, like, and the way that they say it's for using the title, that is just like their cover-up of pretty much saying they don't want you doing the game, like, at the time that you were doing it, which is so dumb and so unfair. Like, and I hope that he can get it back relatively soon as well. And if he can't, like, I offered for, if he wants to, he can come on the channel for a post-match review of the URC, no worries at all. Halftime if you wanted to. Like, I just want to be able to help him out because at the end of the day, he was our first ever collaboration on the channel as well. And it's the first time I've watched a URC final since 2017 and had a strict strike. Don't know what about. I have been commentating this game. Shame for him, as he is also a very good channel for games. Says my path for healthy living. Yeah, he would have loved this URC final to do it on his channel. Don't worry, the Kiwi lads got you all. Says Nathan, I love in the commentary. Says there, I do appreciate it. And also the Bulls win here. I'm going to run naked through the streets. Sees your demise, although they're ahead at the moment. So I feel like that is very risky. Do you have, like, I guess, a very open neighborhood? Maybe, because you're not actually, like, at a weird angle. And also, are the New Zealand sheep that pretty? Says Miles. I mean, I know I wouldn't go there in terms of, like, if I had to fancy a sheep. But I know that some Kiwis, some farmers get a bit lonely, you know what I'm saying? You're out on a farm by yourself. I've actually got a shirt that I found at a gift shop which says what happens in the sheep shed stays in the sheep shed. So I'll let you guys put that one together yourself. I just saw that Japan, Uruguay in an international friendly game, 34 points to 15, and they actually play again next week. What's happening in the game? Currently halftime. So we are still waiting for the second half to get back underway. But the momentum, I would say, is definitely in favor of the Bulls. They've dropped the ball less, but they've given away more penalties. So currently it's penalties versus drop ball or handling errors. And I was at Evan Roos and also Jasper Wishing or Quagga Smith for the Springboks. And also we all jump over to Kiwi when Guru's block, says Johannes Payne. And also Knife of them warm when in the winter break. And also we have got there, are they still playing? Says Lewis, they are indeed, although we are currently at halftime. And also Kiwi lad, such a gentleman. Good on you, brother. Subscribe and like everyone. Says Prince Azrael, sorry. And also don't sell us out, bro, says Carlin. And also use a different word to describe that one, please. Thank you. It says KT Dixon. Yeah, as well. But currently the URC, they've actually got a fancy logo on the roof, which is quite cool to see while it is making its way around the ground. I think that is actually at the ground as well that they are doing that, which is a nice little touch. But it's currently silent at the ground. It was supposed to be a sellout, but there are a few empty seats at that one. Cape Town Stadium. I don't know whether or not that's because some people have left. Surely not, though. If you're there to stay for the full 80 minutes. And there are only 4 points difference between these two sides. And also you see Mark's video from the stadium. Keep a smile, but man was gutted. Or keeping a smile, but man was gutted, says Gareth. And also Quagga has had a rest in Japan. And also we were there, come on the Stormers, says Trevor Flack. And also just keep your discipline. Tries will come, Evan and Damien as well, says Ricardo. So I guess that's a big question, ladies and gentlemen. In the second half, who is going to be able to get themselves the first try? And also what's happening in the game. Currently still halftime. We are getting a shot wide of the stadium, but we are just waiting for it to get back underway. so that we can see the second half of this URC final. Currently, a few people running out onto the field. I think those are some of the reserves, though, or maybe the Bull boys on the far side. And I will need donations if the Bulls lose. I will lose everything, says Demetrius. And also, can we see the game, please? Says Weister. Sadly, due to licensing, we are unable to show any match footage or audio. So I do apologize for that. But yeah, YouTube are very strict. They will take you straight off YouTube normally. And yeah, it does suck. But I wish there was some way around it. But they always just jump on you straight away if you try anything. And also, we have got their note. Sorry, friend channel gets banned. Says Katie Dixon. And also Marcel Kurtzer. Must score one or an assist. Says Sebastian there. And also, we've got their Bulls bro. And also a commentating from Christchurch. Not quite. A little bit further south. About, I'd say, 2.5 to 3 hours south of Christchurch, if you know your South Island relatively well. But yeah, kind of halfway in between the Crusaders and the Highlanders. And also, sorry, says Weiss, that no worries at all. It is a fair enough question. Like, and I always feel bad for having to say like that I can't show it. But yeah, YouTube, sadly, with their copyright laws, just pretty much take you straight down and then you're banned for 3 months, which is always brutal. Like, because that's the thing. You miss, like, in the next 3 months, like, that would be, I guess, after the Springboks have finished playing Wales, after the Rugby Championship as well. You lose a lot of competitions, and World Rugby is broadcasting live at the moment. But what? Says I'm Nulty. They're probably doing one of like the under-20s or something, are they, at the moment for World Rugby? And also Stormers keep it in the hands and split the fence, says Eric. And also next to URC Sharks with a strong team, and not yet, not long since I've been a watcher tomorrow. Please don't tell me he had a Satyrs shirt on, says Flesh, and also kick ball. And behind opposition, says Andre. And we had a long, involved discussion earlier about how games need to be free when the stadium is sold out, says Katie Dixon. Yeah, I feel like there needs to be some sort of like, I know it would annoy people, but not showing it live, but show it in like a replay, free to air on YouTube, like a day later, a week later, because by then you're not getting any more money out of people anyway, theoretically. And I feel like that would be huge for the URC YouTube channel if they went right. Why don't we just show a full match replay a week later, cash in our revenue, and be like, right, that was a good idea. Let's do that again. Like, and just make it free. Like, I feel like that would be the perfect way of doing it, but they probably won't. I'm watching from Macassar in Cape Town. Weather is super for rugby, and a braai, says Ricardo there, but currently 7 points to 3. The Bulls leading over the Stormers in a final that is very promising to be a close one. And we did predict a game that would be split by less than 5 before this match got underway. And at the moment, it seems like that is exactly what we may end up getting. But anyone who is new to the channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also, be sure to check out the Kiwi Lad Sport channel. It is our other channel that we have got, and it is going to be there as well. And also, we have got there needs to be free to air if stadiums at capacity need to grow the game, says Carlin. Exactly right. Because at the end of the day, like, I know that they're looking at it for the money side of things, but if you aren't getting people to go to the games, if you're not allowing people to watch the games, you're not getting any ad revenue off them anyway. You know, it's like there's little things like I mentioned about showing the game 1 week later. You might as well do it. Yes, like it might not make you a huge amount of money, but it's still more money than you would have gotten for not showing the game at all or just subscriptions. I think, and also, but do you get in trouble if you post a link to watch the game live and there says I'm nutty? I do, but it does allow you guys to, I believe, depending on where it is. So that's why every once in a while you have seen a Sebastian link coming through, because he is allowed to. I am just not allowed to like promote illegally watching it, if that makes sense. And South Island is beautiful. My daughter and grandson lives in Christchurch, says Miles. And also we have got there, why is this morning final have a new name? Says Richard, and appreciate what you do, Hamish. You have a lot of dedication. And yeah, at the end of the day, like I just absolutely love doing these live streams, no matter the hour of the day or night. I should have mentioned we are currently sitting almost morning here in New Zealand, 6:33 a.m. as we are currently sitting on, I should say, here in New Zealand. But the second half now underway, 40 minutes, and we will get to see exactly who will become URC champions for the first year. Stephen Kitsoff was unable to roll away. Zach Berger asked for the penalty. Ref says, nope, get on with it. And he is going to be now putting the box kick up from inside of his own 22. The Bulls, their handling was a lot better in that first half, although someone who normally struggles a little bit with handling is Madosh Tumway. But it's worked out for them there. It's bounced back into the hands of Zach Berger. Boots it downfield. Hasn't quite got the distance on it that he would have liked. Now Sebelo Sanatla, one of the quickest players around in South Africa. Dragged down 40 metres out. Counter ruck from the Bulls there. Kick 4 from Cornell Hendricks and pressure straight away on the Stormers. Mani Lebok leaves it for Sergio Peterson. I swear that's one of the first times we have actually seen him have the ball in the hand, and also we have their Stormers. Let's go. And there, as says Jason, oh, wait a minute. Sebastian, have you been Rick-rolling people? Have you been Rick-rolling people the whole time, Sebastian? And also, we have got Stormers must now come back with revenge. They have to take the reins and show what they have made. After win the game, go Stormers, and also, yes, please, Bulls, and also kick it to the 5-meter line and come on, Bulls. And there says Sakabula. Now, Cornell Hendricks. It's a nice kick in behind. It's currently raining here, I do here in New Zealand, but it's also raining at the ground, so it's going to be a bit slippery. And also, Golden Lions fan, but today I support the Blue Bulls. Says my daughter there, and also, come on, Chris, says Sim Slayer. So it's going to be a nice, easy 3, theoretically, for Chris Smith to be able to add some extra points on the board for the Bulls in the second half. But just a little mistake once again from the Stormers. The discipline, it's actually been more disciplinary problems for the Bulls, but the handling errors have been really costly, like about 6 or 7. And I was like, I'm pissed, what do you expect? Says Sebastian, wait, have you been posting that Rick Roll ad literally the whole way through, Sebastian? Or just recently? That one now is going to be going over. Nice kick. And the Bulls now lead this match 10 points to 3. And come on, the Bulls. And also 250 likes. Thank you, Legend. Jeez, that is absolutely insane. Thank you all very much for hitting that like button. I feel like we should try and maybe go to, what's that goal? 350 likes by the end of this live stream. Let's see whether or not we can do it, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't already, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And also check out the Kiwi Lad Sport, as we are currently growing that channel very nicely. It is sitting on 1,000 and water starts falling now. Says Ricardo, nicely taken by Stephen Kitsoff. And now another chance for the Stormers. Now Evan Ruas running hard, 25 out. It's going to be Herschel Yankees passes back across the Warwick land. I'm not sure about the kicking tactic from the Stormers. It hasn't really worked out, although it almost just did. So, I mean, it's going to be a 5-meter scrum. So that one's worked out, but a majority of the times they have just been kicking it away. Let's get it to 300 likes. Says Katie Dixon and also Gareth Ferguson. I bet Gather was livid. And also you animals, says Katie Dixon. And also, yeah, it's Bowden Barrett's assist against the Springboks. Oh, wow. You are a harsh man, Sebastian. Also, it's worse than a Rick Roll, says Gareth there as well. And now 43 minutes through this game. 37 minutes left in this contest. Madosh Tumbwe looks like he's getting a little bit of medical attention at the moment. And some ice on the ankle. And also thank you for your coverage up the Stormers, says Mark Kutze. And Tumbwe might have just injured himself. Yeah, it doesn't look too good. The moment for Madosh Tumbwe, we're just going to look at his ankle. He tried to kick it. He missed it. And then I think it was maybe, yeah, he tries to avoid his hamstring landing. And also, why ain't that a dropout? It's because it was taken back. So rather than being inside of the in-goal area, if he put it down inside area, then that would have been, it would have been a goal line dropout. But because he did take it back, that is why it becomes a 5-meter scrum. And also, thank you for the stream. Says Sergio, no worries at all. And also, we have got the Lecker Bulls. And then, are you doing the French game? Says, I am nutty. We probably won't be doing the one tonight, just because it may end up being a little bit of a tight squeeze. Plus, we will probably end up sleeping somewhere around that time so that we can be fresh and ready to go for England versus the Barbarians tomorrow. And also, I hope we can hear a Gaza voice message. Man, we'll be frothing, and also Stormers need to try to get back in it. And this is going to be the perfect opportunity from 5 meters out. This is the time for the Stormers. They need a big push in the front row. Stephen Kitsoff, he will be ready to go. Being told to stay there. Now the ball does get fed in from Herschel Yankees. Waiting for it at the back. Yankees looking to give it off to Damien Valim's. A flat pass. He almost reaches out. Still only a meter short. Now recycled. Evan Ruas, the Players Player of the Year at the Stormers. He reaches out, and that is a try. No one thought that his arm was long enough except for him. And Evan Ruas gets the Stormers back into the game. And he is a feisty individual, and he just looks them straight in the eye and says, you know what? I just went through about 3 of you. And now they're checking to see whether or not it's a double movement. I think it's fine, though. Oh, wait. Does he propel off the knee? Is there enough of a propel there? Down. Or now you are allowed to flatten yourself out. It's whether or not there was one knee first before putting it down and they say it's completely fine. Ivan Ruas has been able to score the first try of the match for the Stormers. And now we are just a little bit closer in this contest as well. But it's Ivan Ruas, a recent signing for the Springboks. He's going to be able to do big things in that number 8 jersey, as he is not just a massive beast, but he's also a workhorse in the field. And go the Stormers, and also we have got their Sucker Bull, and also us Bulls fans starting to sweat Sesame Slayer, and also Stormers, Yao Lickading, and there as well. And I want to watch it live. Unfortunately, there aren't really too many options for live streams of this match for free, but that kick has gone over, and now the score is going to be 10-0 between these two sides. But I do recommend checking out the replay of that on the Premier Sports YouTube channel. You will be able to see the matchup taking place kind of in shorter form. It will be the highlights. What happened to the Rugby Guru? He ended up getting a copyright strike on his rugby or Super Rugby YouTube live stream. And because of that, it does now mean that he is unable to live stream until that strike has been taken away. It's a brutal one because he was able to do the Curry Cup, but now they haven't allowed him to actually do any more live streams until after it goes away. So hopefully it does go away relatively soon for him. And also we have there, do you have Supersport RTE or Premier? If you do, you can watch it. And also go the Stormer says King T, future Springbok number 8, Ivan Ruas. And yeah, at the end of the day, with Dwayne Vermeulen now not in the selection, who would you guys have as your number 8, as the starting number 8, and also your second choice? Because I know that Ivan Ruas will certainly be right up there. And where do I watch the game live? You have got the option of DSTV is probably your best bet if you are in South Africa and you do have yourself a subscription. But currently 10-0 between these two sides. Ruas and also Forster, the 2 try scorers in this match. Zach Berger puts it high. Waiting for this one to come down. Taken beautifully by Manny Labok. Now, it's a good tackle made on him. Getting forced backwards. And also, Damien, it's your turn as a Sappho. Prefer listening to you than watching it on TV. Great commentary. Says Talana. I do appreciate that a lot. We are going to be back with the Curry Cup final next week between the Requas and the Pumas as well. As another game that we are doing on the channel. Plus the South African series up against Wales. All of those games we are going to be covering live on the Kiwi Lads channel. So be sure to hit that subscribe button, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already. Zach Berger now calling a couple more of the forwards over. It looks like they might be setting up for a maybe box kick once again relatively soon, although they're on the halfway line. I'd love to see more of an attacking mindset from the Bulls heading into the later stages of this match. I know it's very wet, but you still got to try and really see if you can break through. Luckily for them, no, it does not fall for them. And now the Stormers have got this ball back, so giving up the possession there where the Bulls fire back into the pocket. Manny Labok going for the big kick downfield. It's going to be a skidder that does stay relatively low. 5 meters out from his own line now. Zach Berger has to charge it back up to the 22. It was a big kick from Manny Labok, and Zach Berger decides to return fire. It doesn't quite find touch. Taken nicely by Labok. Now across to Sergio Peterson. In fact, it's Warakalant. Looks for the 50-22. He's got a bit of an angle on it as well, but Mandosh Tambwe able to get back to cut it off. And also, it seems like you enjoy it, says Rohan. And also, who taught you to say the R like that? Yeah, it's pretty much, I guess it's just from listening to how the South African, or kind of the little, like, luckily I can roll my R, so it does make it a lot easier. But overall, I think it's just overall practice, really. And Ruas, as well, says it was Rohan, Van Gran. Hopefully I said that correctly. I haven't actually seen that name before. I need a VPN. Depending on country, I watch a game. And Russia earlier today says I'm nothing. Also come with the Stormer, says Talana, and also Madosh, and then. And there it says Simp Slayer. So that one's gone into touch now. 48 minutes through. And another little mistake. Madosh Tambwe looks like he is in a lot of discomfort. Hamish lives in New Zealand. A lot of places here have Maori names. You need to learn, or you learn to roll your R's here. I'm guessing, says Carlin. I think it's also from doing the Argentine names as well. You know, having all of those ones, Santiago Mirano and all those kind of guys just consistently make your tongue, you get a bit of that going. And then I feel like that is very useful for Afrikaan names, because if I was trying to say them without the tongue roll, like Evan Ruas just doesn't quite sound as good. Like I could say them very Kiwiified, but it just doesn't seem the same. And try Swedish for R. And there, as I says, I'm nutty. And also attack and keep attacking Stormers. And also who wins from here, said Daniel. For me, the momentum has actually kind of gone back into the Stormers' favor here. Earlier on, it was the Bulls, but now it seems like the Stormers starting to put it together in the second half, and Stormers coming to get them. Says it was. And there from Daniel, and also the Stormers is out. There to win it goes Stormers, says Ruben King. And also, is there any rugby on next week bar the France final, says Richard? We have got the Currie Cup final that has taken place in America. No, that's a lie, in South Africa. And also, one moment, I'm going to get my schedule out, see what else we got for you. And Zach making too many mistakes, and lol, brilliant bud, says Rohan. And there as well. But yeah, I fell in love with South African rugby. Like, I only got back into my rugby probably about 3 years ago, or maybe even less than that. And straight away, I watched a game of the Currie Cup. In fact, it might have been the Rainbow Cup, and I was just hooked. And then from there, I've covered pretty much any game that I can, no matter the hour of the morning here in New Zealand. And I've been consistently trying to learn more and more. That was a big shot from, it was JJ Kotza running straight over the top of Cornell Hendricks. Now wide, sling and pass, Mani Labok. Getting that one nicely. Now Diamani trying to make his way through. Beautiful offload. Off now to Damian Valimza. Ball on the inside to Herschel Yankees. Sells the dummy. Oh, he went for the grubber and he didn't really hit the ball at all. Now Madosh Tumbwe. He's taken it back. Dean Forry. In fact, it was the number 4. Well, the Morat trying to cut it off, and it's been kicked downfield from Madosh Tumbwe. Taken nicely by Dion Forry now. And now he runs it back at the line. He's got grit and determination, and he's just been smacked by Cornell Hendricks, but he's managed to free up the ball enough to give it off to Evan Roas, who breaks through one tackle, gets tackled by Mornay Stain, though. And the second one in the South Africa Rugby is tops. Yeah, it's absolutely awesome to watch. And I have been loving it every moment. Oh, that's knocked on by Ruan Nell. Hang on, Ruan Nell's out on the field. I think I've seen him once, and that was then. But that is going to be kicked into touch. But that just shows how many handling errors the Stormers have had. The fact that I've only seen their second 5 once just tells you how many times it's been going down. And also some other tier 2 nations have, you have to look up. Says, I am nutty there. So we will have a quick look through. The MLR final will be next week, which I'm not too sure whether or not you did mention that one. And also next week for the international side of things, you've got Spain versus the Barbarians. And also Portugal, Italy, Japan, Uruguay. They are all the international fixtures that mine has got down, but we might be throwing in. We've actually got New Zealand versus England in the cricket as well as another one that we are going to be covering, plus the state of origin we're hoping to do on the channel. And why did Smith get taken off? Says Gareth there. I think they've decided now that they want to bring out the veteran Mornay Stain, see what he can do in the later stages. He also has a brilliant kicking game. I think that is probably part of the tactic to try and get them a couple more 50-22s, get them right down the back. But yeah, it is a bit of an early sub, isn't it? As the best team in South Africa, said Demetrius, is so hard to pick. I love watching them all, and I always find, like, no matter what, you're going to get a good game when 2 South African sides clash. And I was like, come on, let's get to 350 likes, more than 1,000 online. Come on, guys, let's do it, says Johan. And also, nice 1.3K. Glad everyone's enjoying themselves right now. Go the Blue Bulls versus the Stormers. And I'll be over there. Go South Africa. Go, says Johanna Payne. That's going to go high from Herschel Yankees. Oh, did it stay in? Somehow, Sergio Peterson's kept that ball in the field of play. Origin legend, says Carlin there. So that is going to be on the Kiwi Lad Sport channel, I should mention as well, just due to the fact that this channel, it's risky doing the rugby league because sometimes they do end up getting a bit copyright strikey. That one actually stayed in the field of play. And the worst thing is, if Sergio Peterson didn't end up coming down on that ball, it might have stayed in the field of play. And also, I storm in it. Says it was a block boy. And also Nemo Scala at Rugby New York. And what a game. Let's go Bulls. And also come on the Bulls. Get a try or 3 on that one. But yeah, we will be doing the State of Origin on the Kiwi Lad Sport channel. So also be sure to check that out if you haven't already, as it is our second channel. It just recently reached 1,000 subscribers. So if you like your rugby league, that is the way to go. We also on this main channel cover 7s. We're going to be doing the 7s World Cup. We have got a few other competitions coming up as well that we are doing on the channel, including maybe some under 20 stuff with the young Springbok future stars. We will see how we are getting on. And also the Stormers, says Reinhardt there. Now kicking the ball up high, Zach Berger. This looks like it could be a good 50-50 contest. Madosh Tumbwe pushes it back onto the side of the Bulls, and Johan Grobler able to clean it up very close to the touchline, somehow finding that offload to keep it in the field of play. Now Stennekamp, another man who we haven't seen too many carries from, but he's been working hard in the breakdowns. I'm not sure those two would ever do that. Says it was in there from Flesh, and also lovely Kiwi, say Grobler, Ruas, Ruan Nell, and Bry. Oh, that's a hard one. Bry Villis. Hopefully I've said that correctly. I might have got that one slightly wrong. Rugby and cricket on the channel. Plenty of them as well, says Sebastian. Yeah, we're here every weekend. No matter what, we've got at least like 5 to 10 live streams going each day. That's a big shot on Herschel Yankees, and it's a mistake from the Stormers. Now it's going to be the wide cutout pass that's dropped now by the Bulls this time. And it's going to be back in the hands of the Stormers. They've now got the advantage. Going to be big Franz Maharba passing off, and it goes into touch, and it's a beautiful kick as well. If it even goes into touch, it's curling back infield. And Chris Smith is still out there. Did he go off? Now, Cannon Moody running it straight sideways at the moment, almost able to go through. Big bump off. He has knocked one of the players unconscious. I think that's JJ Kotza. Looks like he is absolutely rocked, and he will be seeing stars at the moment. No, yeah, nah, he's not good. That was such a Kiwi saying. Yeah, nah. He would. There's too many yeah, nahs in a sentence. I don't normally say that many. But, Marnie Labok dodges. So JJ Kotza will be going off the field in a very short moment, I think. He cannot stay out there the way that he is wobbling. And he looks like he's kind of like, I guess, the jelly that isn't quite set in the kind of fridge. And you're halfway there, but you're still a little bit shaky. He is that at the moment. Now Herschel Yankees jumps on it. So the ball is still going to be on the side of the Stormers. And also we have got there, are you from... I am not. I am from about 2.5 hours south of Christchurch, and also Stormers is better than the Bulls. Everything, and also we have got there, that's not the face of a man who's with us, says Sebastian, and also best ticket I've seen from the Bulls, says Richard, and go Stormers, beautiful things, or your beautiful things, the Stormers. And there's, this chat is going extremely quick, which I do appreciate all of you for being here. Kicking high from Herschel Yankees. I think JJ Kotza is still running around, which is kind of a little bit concerning, but they can't replace him until we have a stoppage in play. So hopefully that is relatively soon. That man is holding up a beverage in front of the camera. It's kicked him behind now. Okay. Now we're stopping. And it looks like they're going to be going upstairs to check something for the TMO possibly. And go the Bulls, says Rian, and also go the Bulls, says Renzo. Appreciate the effort. Says I'm nutty there, and also go the Bulls go. Says Jan Luis. Right, what happens here to Rohan now? Oh, yeah. Okay, there's probably enough of an argument in that to look at it again. And then he gets a shot from the ribcage from, it was Evan Ruas. But JJ Kotza, he will be off the field for the rest of the game. Stormers all the way. Great commentary, mate. Says Lelian, thank you very much. Hugely appreciated. The Bulls need to try both of these sides do at this stage if they want any chance of being able to win this URC final. It is a massive, massive occasion. And also we have got there the Rugby Guru being expelled from YouTube, so I assume more peeps being here for the South African game, says Nazi Williams. And I hope it does come back for him very soon because, yeah, like I said, at the end of the day, he got wrongfully striked by, I think it was Sanzar, and, like, it just sucks for him as well. I chatted to him after it happened as well, after my Super Rugby live stream. I reached out to him and just had a bit of a chat with him about it. And, yeah, it's just very rough and tough match. Love it. Says Adri LaRue, and also go the Bulls, says Rumpy, and also another Stormers is the only option, let's be honest. And was it foul play? At most, I'd give it a yellow, but other than that, you know, it's clear foul play. Secondary tackler. Okay, penalty yellow card against 13 white, which will be Cornell Hendricks. I have now, 50 gigabytes of download now. And I was at 6 because YouTube allowed him to do the Cheaters game. Yeah, that's the thing that really sucks, is the fact that they almost teased him, if that makes sense, in a weird way, because they let him do the first match, or he was able to do a live stream talking about the strike, first of all. And then he was able to do the whole Curry Cup, which would have made him think, right, I'm all good. This next one, I'll get ready for it like I normally would. And then it just cuts him off about an hour beforehand and says you can't actually stream, which is just very rough. And watching the Stormers is lovely, says Fazal Kutsa. And also we've got their Stormers do Cape Town proud, and also seems a good bloke he is. He was actually the first ever YouTuber that we collaborated with back when we had about, I think we had 75 subscribers or somewhere around there. And he was close to 900. And I reached out to him and he replied and said, yeah, let's do it. So that was actually the first collaboration that we had done. So we've kept in touch since then. Robert Cornell Hendricks, next 10 minutes, he is going to be missing and burger rings and rations for breakfast, $1 each from Countdown, says Nazi Williams, and cheers for supporting the channel, people, says Bastion. Yeah, it is hugely appreciated. And also why your parents don't come for rugby matches, why only the cricket. They do prefer the cricket. And also, it's just very quick. And also, is this also applicable to soccer games, says Wilma there. Is that the kind of commentary side of things, or in terms of, I guess, the copyright system. But we have actually got on the Kiwi Lad Sport channel, which I have just put that link to, we did the All Whites taking on Costa Rica, and we have got a few more that we are going to be kind of having in the near future with the football and everything along those lines. Now charging forward once again here. The Stormers only 5 meters out. This is looking extremely close. And now building nicely. Who goes down? Someone does. He's down. And it's the try for the Stormers. And it's going to be the big man who has just come out onto the field. Netherland Faucher. That's a lie. It's not Netherland Faucher. I just got a bit excited and said the first name that I could think of. And that is brilliantly done by the Stormers. They score another try in this second half, and this is their half of rugby by the looks of it. They're playing like a team who want to win the URC final, and it was Andre Hugo Fenta, who only just made his way out onto the field, I should mention. That was due to the injury or the concussion, in fact, of one of his teammates, Jadia Kotza. I wouldn't be surprised if he is concussed the way that he did get smacked. And then also, I just love the way you commentate, says Rick One. And also Stormers, Yao Lekading, and also Tino Tim, make me take more drinks now, Stormers. Did get up in desperation now. And also we have got there the tries for the Stormers. And also I wonder if Guru Strike has anything to do with his background. They thought he was live. And there, I guess, yeah, that's the thing. It's a very tricky one because you never quite know what they strike you for. Like, I think he mentioned that it was for the picture that not for the picture, but for the title that he didn't have permission to use Super Rugby in his title, which is just like when YouTube does that, it's pretty much someone has struck your channel down. I think, sorry, bruh. And yes, it's raining in Cape Town. The Stormers play nice in this weather. And also, now we go, mates. Says Bernard there as well. But now Marnie Labok about to line up this kick once again. Close to the touchline. 58 minutes through. Still 22 minutes left. So the Stormers, if he gets this one over, that will be a 7-point lead. But he's missed again, Marnie Labok. So these have been costly points that could have got them more than 17-10 for the Stormers fan. Says Diane, you go Stormers, keep it up. They are tired not to use to the air in Cape Town as well, says Ricardo, and also can't use trademark names. Says I'm nutty there, and also hell yeah, well done Stormers. Says Chantel. Yeah, and the chat as well. And try to own the Stormers, says King T, and also Lecker Stormers. Says Heinrich. Right. About to be kicked off once again. Go Stormers go. And also is this Springbok Andre Fenta. Andre Fenta's son who scored the try. He could be. Andre Hinku Fenta. I might have to look at that. Osleyan kick go in. He did actually miss away to the left-hand side for Marnie Labok, so it does remain only the 5 points difference in Marnie Labok. Says Dyer there, and I was like, Amen. And there says Simp Slayer, but currently 59 minutes through, and Stormers, you got this, says Keller. So I guess the big question, ladies and gentlemen, who will be the next try scorer in this match? I'm going to say it will be Bismarck Duplessis of the Bulls. He might not even be out on the field at the moment. Kurtley Arenza running short side, but I think it's going to be for the rolling ball, Madosh Tambwe. In fact, it's Canon Moody did actually tap that one into touch off his foot without realizing a Marnie Labok for the miss. Says Dyer there. And Licky Marnie is Ria it was Ria van Staden. And also Livestream is 57. Says I'm nutty there. And also Bulls come in, guys, and also could prove vital missing them conversions. Damn, says Carlin. Yeah, it just makes this game a little bit closer. The way it is sitting, he kicks it to the left, he kicks it to the right. Marnie Labok is kicking it. And yeah, and also my name is actually Aquila. Hopefully I've said that correctly. And the Bulls now $4.50 underdogs. And Marnie Labok, only man to win a game by missing, says Cariff. Now, the rolling maul of the Storm is starting to open up again. The try scorer, Andre Hinku Fenta, at the back hanging onto it. 40 meters out from their own line. And it looks like Arno Borta tries to join the Stormers. Starting to make the meters, though, with this rolling maul. Trying to keep upright. They've lost one or two players in the motion, but still continuing to build and add men to the back. The Bulls trying to shut it down. Still continues to march. Oh, Diamani's gone down, saying that he was struck in the face. It kind of halted all momentum in the ruck. So I think he will stay down for as long as possible to hope that they do end up kind of looking upstairs for it. And also our URC finals determined of two different countries. Pretty much it's whoever is the home side is pretty much whoever's the rank the higher, if that makes sense. So in the last game, if Ulster had beaten the Bulls, if Ulster had beaten the Stormers because the Bulls were lower ranked than Ulster, it would have been an Irish final. Oh, so he is the son. Okay, that makes sense. And also we have got there, come on the Bulls, says Demetrius, and also that yellow card was not fair, says Sim Slayer there, and also Stormers, Yao Lekading, and also Province, says Yuri. Taken nicely by Sinutla. He hasn't had a huge amount of ball. Now passing it back to the side, Salman Morat. Tackled nicely. I believe that was actually by Jansi van Rensburg, I think, has made his way out onto the field now. It's one of the replacements also, Andre Fenta, what a Bok legend. And also we got there, come on the ball, says Gareth. And also, if Pablo didn't get a card, Bismarck must surely. Says Gareth. Oh, that was an awkward fall there for Damien Valimza, but now back in the hands of Chris Smith. They've got the advantage as well in the process. Now trying to carve his way up the middle. Doesn't really run it that often, Chris Smith. Now, Zach Berger goes back to Roan Nokia. Beautiful link up with Big Gerard Stenkamp, I should say. Now, Cannon Moody kicks it in behind. I don't necessarily agree with that tactic from the Bulls. Because now, what a Galand. Oh, he slipped and he almost made a massive mistake. But at the end of the day, you can't rely on mistakes from the opposition, even though they have made quite a few throughout it. And also, we have got there Bismarck, our team. Our team is playing next. Says I am nutty. And also, we have got there BS, yes. Says Popeye, and also we have their ball. And must I stream it on mine? I have a match. I have the match. Says it was you. And also, you got the Stormers. Let's go and come on the Bulls. And there as well, says Ranzel. Now, 18 minutes. There's still plenty of time. Well, Hamish, 1,400 plus viewers, says David the Mod. Yeah, it's been an absolutely incredible live stream. And I do thoroughly thank every single one of you for being here. You have blown that buff of the away, or blow that bull of the away. And also, my money's on the Bulls. And also, Stormers do Cape Town proud, baby. And also, Stormers we go. Says Trevor LaRue. But anyone who is new to the channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And also check out the Kiwi Lad Sport, which is the link that I have just put in the chat. As well, we'll take you over to our second channel where we do post plenty of sports videos. And how much time for Hendricks to come back? I believe he's still got another maybe 3 minutes or so, somewhere around there. And also we're there. And the chat, you have to do Montpellier game. Says I am nutty, or I am nutty. In fact, it is. And also you can do the Stormers keep the pace. Says Talana there as well. And also Yippee Province the Stormers, and also come on Stormers, you got this. Says Rowan currently hanging on to this ball here. Stormers 10 meters out from their own line. So a lot of pressure being put on them by the Bulls. Big run from big man Stephen Kitsoff. Trying to turn the ball over, unable to get it. And now Herschel Yankees will be getting ready to kick this one high. And the Province as well, says Richard. And also Stormers go, go, go. And come on, Mornay, don't keep it again for the last, says Bernard. And also leave the time, says Johan Rin. And also we have got there, I would donate to keep you up. Says I am nutty there. I mean, that's the thing, though. I feel like because I have got one of the other Kiwi lads coming around relatively early tomorrow to film. So, yeah, it's a tricky one because I'll probably have to sleep at some point soon after this live stream. And also, yeah, blow that ball away. Also, and good channel says I am nutty. And also, we have their Bulls kicking game not working. Says Sim Slayer, yeah, I think they're just kicking the ball away for the sake of kicking the ball away, unfortunately. But now that they've switched it up, they've given it to Imbros Papier as your halfback. So maybe that is a decent option for them. Now trying to steal it. Brilliantly done by nope, he left his feet. Okay, I thought it was close for him. Go the Stormers from Western Cape. And also I stay in Cape Town. We play the best rugby in the world. Stormers is the best in South Africa. Cape Town as well, says Trevor LaRue. And also rugby player doing it. Says it was I am nutty and also tight contest, but boring, says Peter Lowe. And also kick for the 5 meter line. Stick to your game plan, Stormers. They are tied. Montpellier starting now. Says I am nutty there. Wait, so they are actually start. Oh, yeah, they start at 7:05, don't they? So this game won't actually be finished by the time that matchup does end up starting. It was nicely done. Initially straight over the ball for the Stormers, but unfortunately, Marnie Lebok just losing his footing in the process. Diego is in the chat as well. I hope you are doing well, mate. So it is going to be the 3-point attempt for the Bulls that will get them within 2. This is a close game. At the moment, 2 points is fine. Says Sim Slayer, and let's go the Bulls. And also, come on, Chris. Says Sim Slayer. Yeah, he's been kicking well so far. Chris Smith will not want to miss one now. They're saying to reduce the deficit to only the 2. And we need a try. And also, it's 9 or just after 9 p.m. here now in South Africa, says Tanya. Okay, so it must be, I assume it's going to finish at about 9:20 or somewhere around there. And also 8 p.m. in the UK, says I am nutty. And go Stormers from the Waikato, New Zealand, says Garland. And half of the Cape, support the Crusaders, says Johannes. So they'll be very happy with how that game went earlier on. That one has gone over. And now the score will be 13 points to the Bulls and 15 to the Stormers. 329 likes. Smash that like button and subscribe if you know, says Birdie V. Yeah, if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It is hugely appreciated, you guys all being here. We have got plenty more rugby coming in the future, including the Springboks Internationals that are going to be coming just around the corner. Martin Zima making his way out onto the field. And also Robert Hunt, David Kriel, another player coming out, and that is for Madosh Tumbwe. And it looks like Cornell Hendricks now will be allowed to come back out onto the field. As on also go the Stormers, says Rob Lowe. And also come on the Bulls from the USA, says WJ Lowe. And much respect. Carlin Kimmy says Adaya. And also that misconversion is going to come back and bite the Stormers in 15 minutes left. And I thought I am from Oz/Sweden. Although I am from Oz/Sweden, says I am nutty, taken nicely by Roa Nokia. 22 metres out from their own line. They were just outside, so they aren't able to find the touchline on the full. Ambrose Papia will try and get plenty of distance and hide on this one, getting it down towards the halfway line. Madosh Tumbwe's just cleaned out Sergio Pedersen. The player has been pushed, and the referee says play on. Now, Evan Ruas smacked hard on the halfway line by 3 defenders. I believe it was almost the loose forward trio. In fact, it was. Well, they won, and also the 2 tries for the Stormers in third stream watching today, says Harry. And yeah, tomorrow we have got the game between the Barbarians and England. So I do recommend you guys do stick around for that one as well. Bismarck Duplessis has lost that ball, and now Damien Valimza hanging on to it. Now going short side Yankees. That was close to flat. And now Diamani gets close, but he's going to be driven all. Strategically, he got rid of that ball just in time, and because of it, it does mean that it will be the Stormers with a 5-meter line out now. And can you do a horse race? I think once it would be good to hear. I feel like I possibly could, just because I'm told that I either sound like I'm trying to auction off a house, or I'm trying to tell you who's going around the horse race or the horse racing track the quickest. Either way, we'll see how we go. Much respect to Hamish, loving the commentary. Says Dyer there. And 11:05 p.m. in Dubai. And thank God I don't live in Cape Town anymore. The Norses are going to be nosing all week. And there's says Gareth, and also Stormer go. And if they score now and convert, it's over. It'll be massive for them, that is for sure. But now it's going to be Franz Malharba making his way off the field. My DSTV is not working. The stream is a lifesaver as well, says Rob Lowe. So yeah, I feel like the worst time for it to cut out is definitely a final, but I am glad to see you here, mate. And yeah, I hope you have been enjoying the commentary so far. Stormers 10 metres out from the line, going for that rolling maul at the back. It is the replacement, Andre Hugo Fenta, who has already scored 1 try throughout this match. Could he possibly get himself another? It's slowly going inch by inch. 2 more Stormers players joining the back of that rolling maul, but they will more than likely be told to use it in a very short moment. And he tries to spin out. Andre Hugo Fenta goes down now. Little knock on almost on the ground from, it was Herschel Yankees, but they say it goes backwards. Diamani. Now, one more off into the hands of Niddling Fushia, just making his way out there. Now, Yankees goes off to Andre Hugo Fenta. He's certainly been a tough man since making his way out onto the field. Damien Valimza, though, down to the side. He did actually take a bit of a shot to the head. And also regularly come on now, Stormers. And DSTV must forward. Also stream everything, says Peter Lowe. And also love the stream. Many thanks, says Yaran there. And the Bulls turnover game is weak. And they're now nice backline movement. Back to Hugo Fenta once again. And it's currently still a 14-man Stormers side as Damien Valimza has hardly got back up to his feet. He's trying his best. He does not look too flash, though. 5 metres out. Herschel Yankees decides to go off to the left-hand side. Short ball to Morat. I'm currently looking around for Damien Valimza. He is actually walking back a little bit further. It looks like Selman Morat for a second looked like he might have been injured as well. The Bulls unable to turn it over, and the penalty goes the way of the Stormers. Sounds like DSTV possesses a well-done commentary. There is a YouTube scene of rugby commentators preparing mostly pronunciation. It says, I am nutty there. Or I am nutty, sorry. And also, I'm born in the winter. It was always storming back in the days. And come on, the Stormers. And then I'll tell you what, the chat is going extremely quickly. I do appreciate every single one of you for being here on these live streams. If you are new, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also, be sure to check out the Kiwi Lads Sport channel, as it is our other channel that we have got. And we do cover all of the sports that we can pretty much squeeze in with our vocal cords for that match. I will mention, though, don't normally wear the suit for those ones. This is more of the special occasion final suit. Other than that, we are normally just in normal clothes. And yeah, just a bit dressed up for this one, I guess you could say. And also come on the Bulls. And also DSTV is evil. Your Afrikaans name pronunciation, not bad. Is Tanya there. And also Arno, I said, Kiwi Lads, I love you. And there's, I appreciate it a lot, mate. And also Line Out Lad says, Carlin, 1,600 watching, 337 likes. Let's get it to 350 likes, you legend. Please and thank you, much appreciated. Says Katie. So yeah, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button. We are very close to 350. And then from there, we may even consider trying to make our way towards 400 by the end of this live stream, if it's possible. You and Rugby Ascended are my favorite live streamers, says Deborah there. And yeah, he's the American one, isn't he, if I'm not wrong? And good job, mate, covering live chat and commentating, says Daniel. It is always a bit of a juggle, definitely when we have this many people in, but hopefully I am not missing too many messages. But something I do on live streams where I'm not able to keep up with the chat is after the live stream, because I have live replay on, pretty much what I can do is go back through and read the comments that I missed. So pretty much if you think that I haven't seen your comment, I will see it probably like a week later, or maybe even tomorrow, to be fair. And Channel Save Me, thanks. Says Dubba there. We have got plenty more live streams coming. We're doing the Springboks games up against Wales, so be sure to check that out as well. And come on, we must make 1,000 likes in the as says Richard. Now Herschel Yankees, nice inside ball, often kneeling for share. The Bulls really risking it in the breakdown here, trying to get that last-ditch turnover that might end up saving the game for them. Final 10, says Sim Slayer. Yep, we are down to 10 minutes left. The difference between a win and a loss could be coming up right now. Great low tackle there from Adosh Tumbwe. Textbook tackle. And now stolen by the Bulls in the process as well. Unless the Stormers, if they just keep this one, no, it is going to be on the side of the Bulls. Adosh Tumbwe now joining that breakdown, and it is going to be rolled back for Ambrose Papia. And also we have got there, if you are wearing pants in there as well, I am wearing pants. I did decide to put me pants on today, like I do most days. But I have got pineapple socks on, as some of you guys will know from earlier on. And also the Kiwi lads, y'all lekker ding. Says Mark there as well. I do appreciate that, mate. That is one of the only sayings in Afrikaans that I do actually know. And also we have got there, where is General Stain? I don't think he's made his way out yet, but he won't be too far off. And also we have got, bro, you're doing a great job, says Johan. Do appreciate that a lot, mate. And also we have got there that Stephen Gilliam says the Stormers are one of my favorite commentaries, says Lelian. And also, have you nutted today, says Johan. That's an interesting question to go from, bro, you're doing a good job, to that, but no. And also, I know why Guru do not commentating, because he must wear a blue ball jersey, says Johannes. Although I think he got copyright strike as well, which might have been a main side of things. Did he have like some sort of forfeit from when they did end up playing the Sharks or something along those lines? And I was like, yeah, Stormers to the bone, babe. Says King T. And also, please, Stormers, hold on. We want to win. And thanks for the game, Mad. Are you doing from Cape? Or you're doing good from Cape Town, says Trevor LaRue. Now, Bismarck Duplessis throws it into the front. Taken nicely off to Bismarck. Back again. He kicks it forward. The big man, he's just been taken out. He was chasing after it. But now Damien Valimza, in fact, it's Warakalant, kicks it downfield. Great kick. Great kick. I think Madosh Tumbwe was asking for a possible one going back to where he kicked it from, and also Bullyal Lekading Stormers. And that, as says Nashib, and also 9 minutes to go in 15-13. Very close game. And also Montpellier versus Bordeaux. It is currently 0-0. Damien Valimza with the goat. And penalty going to decide this after 5 minutes, says I am nutty. And the thing is, before the game, I said someone is going to be winning this by less than 5. And currently we're 2 points difference. There's a chance that we see a last-minute try, though. And also we have there, dude, okay, says Gareth. And also we have got the Let's Go Bulls, says Betty V. Now, going to be Herschel Yankees. Goes high with Mani Labok. Sebelo Sinetla actually kicks that one back accidentally. That is one of the most impressive touches of a foot that we have seen. And we need a drop goal as well, says Johan. And also Stein to drop. And also, I hope the Bulls win. And thank you for your commentary. You are letting the Stormers win, says Popeye. And yeah, I mean, whoever wins this game, I feel like I'm going to become maybe their lucky charm with the tie, maybe. Which means that I'll have to dress up all the next season for the URC. But we are going to be covering next year's URC. Now, Sergio Peterson going to the short side. Ball on the inside. It's stolen and taken back there. So now, because of it for David Krill, it does mean that it is going to be a scrum feed for the Stormers. And Evan Roas, he was fired up as well. Sergio Peterson, brilliant run down the wing. Now some subs are being made. The Stormers are all over them at the moment. I appreciate your commentary. Big time tie and all. See Rohan in there as well. No worries at all. And that's the thing. I always end up dressing up for the final. Even if it's like a final of a random competition that no one's heard of, I'll probably still end up with the suit. And we can't lose like this. There's Sim Slayer, and also we have got their show. It's what you are seeing. Sadly, due to licensing, I am unable to show match footage, but I can say that Premier Sports, in about an hour's time, will have the highlights of this game, and plus there's only about 8 minutes left, so you'll be able to see more action on Premier Sports than you will be able to see for the last 7 or so minutes here. And Stormers by far, says Anthony Borta. And also we have got all the Blues fans, or the Bulls fans are really walking out of the stadium, and Stormers lovely play, and the home crowd having an effect, says Simps Slayer. Yeah, the second half has been a whole different ballpark to what we saw in the first. The first half, the Stormers had a huge amount of handling errors. The Bulls gave away a lot of penalties. The second half, we have seen hardly any handling errors in the last about 30 minutes from the Bulls, from the Stormers, and that is pretty much what has changed the game. But the job is not done yet. Is the stadium full tonight? I know they mentioned that it was going to be a sellout, but I can probably see about 10,000 seats up the very top that aren't actually sold out. Excellent commentating, Stormers. The cup is yours. And there, as I said, Charlene, and also thank you for the live watch-along. Brilliant commentary. Much appreciated. You're a legend. You are so much better than the commentators on TV, says Jerry Arenzat. I really do appreciate that. And like I mentioned, we have got plenty more coming in the near future. And also, well done, but rather going to listen to you guys from now on than watch the game. Just say Ruiz, and again, go to the store, says Charles. And there, yeah, Ivan Ruiz. Anything with an R in it, it's probably going to sound like all the way through, which kind of sounds like a phone when you do it for long enough, doesn't it? I could make a reference to the fact that he would have heard the and then he was in the Springboks, but I pretty much said it, didn't I? How is the ref? He's been all right overall. I feel like it hasn't been too bad. Win predictor currently, the Stormers sitting on 74%, the draw sitting on 1%, which, we're not having a draw because someone's got to win. And the Bulls, they are sitting as only about 25%. Great commentating, bud, says Arnold there. As Arnold says, yes, you got it. And also we have got their fast hand Stormers. Only thing you're missing on your jacket is a Stormers badge. Well, maybe. There's plenty of space. So who knows? Is this even a real... This isn't even a real pocket. I feel ripped off. Like this would not hold anything. It's pretty much sewn in. Well, this side. No. Oh, have I got a pocket? Okay, I got a pocket on the inside. Tells you how much I wear this. It's made in China. It's got a dry clean only. There you go. And also, what did Bismarck Duplessis do with the ball? He's not a kicker. Let the back line run. Says Saja there. And also, I can't believe I'm losing all this money today. Please don't gamble, guys. I'm losing a lot of cash. But it looks like the Bulls are losing, and ticket sales limited. Still under COVID restrictions, says Michael. Oh, so I guess it's a sellout, as in a sellout of as many as they're allowed to have type thing. Now, the Stormers, ball's going to be available at the back of the scrum. Herschel Yankees off to Damian Valimza, who will always back himself in a one-on-one, although he was 1-on-2 and been driven back about 5 to 10 meters. Now, Herschel Yankees goes back across to the hands of Nawakaba. And that's actually Junior Pokomela now a drop kick from Mani Labok. He gets it over, and that gives him just a little bit more of a lead here. Hang on. That's a drop kick in every final we have seen today. We saw one from Richie Mo'unga in the Crusaders game. We saw one from who got the last minute drop kick in the game between Leicester. It was actually Freddie Burns who got the last minute one. And now we have seen the last minute drop kick from Mani Labok, possibly. And great to listen. Biased commentary, go the Stormers, says Devon Stain. And that is certainly always our goal on the channel. We want to be unbiased commentary just so that no matter who you go for, you can just enjoy the rugby kind of for what it is rather than being more in favour of one side. Like even All Blacks versus Ireland, when it comes up, we are still going to be unbiased for those commentary live streams. It's going to be a big kick downfield from the Stormers. And also we have got their time, says Big Game Hunter. At the moment, we are sitting 75 minutes through this matchup in Bulls 8.0. And also the Stormers goes, says Anthony Abortha. So they are going to need a converted try, the Bulls, for the last 5 minutes to be able to get themselves a win here, or a penalty going the way of the Stormers. They will be able to win it. And also we have got their Kiwi lads. Thank you. Just say my name, Arnold. And as well, so same as Arnold Borta. Is currently still out on the field for the Bulls, and we'll be looking to finish this game well. He's taking some deep breaths at the moment. I do see Arnold Borta in the middle, and also Dylan is in the chat as well. And also the time, we have got 5 minutes left, 75.5 minutes gone. And nicely, Mani, keep your composure. Finish them off now. And also Leka Stormers and Woo Stormers in there as well. And in the bag says Marilyn, or it's actually Marion, sorry. And there now, Herschel Yankees passes it across to Junior Pokomela. Is Nawakaba out on the field? I think he is. Now it's going to be half by charge down. Now looking for the kick in behind. Rohan now strikes it nicely. This could be a 50-22. If this bounces favorably, it's gone too far. And Kurtley Arenza decides to take it on rather than letting it roll dead. And instead kicks it down the middle of the field. And I love you, Zubu. And also we have got there how much time, play time left. We have still got another 4 minutes here. Damien Williams are going for the 50-22. Nicely taken at the back by, I believe it is Big Dava Creel. Hard in the tackle by Sanutlu, who takes him down. This is a close game, no spam, mate. Sees that Sebastian there. And also Stormers win the game, legend, says Anthony. Although still a little bit of time left, of course. You never quite know what could happen in the final moments. Now, ball going high from Ambrose Papier. Waiting for it. That was a double-handed push there from Marcel Kutza, which possibly could have got him in a bit of trouble. Now running forward, it is the youngster Andre Hugo Fenta, who is only sitting about 20 years old, I believe, or 22 years old he might be, actually. And also shout out to Wilhelmina, please. Hopefully I said that correctly. And also love my baby. And there as well says Zane. And also we have got the Evan, says Evan van der Vesthuizen. Oh, awkward bouncing one for Warwickland. Now 50 meters out, kicks it in behind, going for the chip and chase. Madosh Tambwe runs onto it beautifully. This game is still far from over, 3 minutes left, and it could be a last-minute thriller, similar to the game that we did see between Leicester and Saracens for the Gallagher Premiership only a few hours ago. David Creel running back on the inside. There's a penalty advantage for the Bulls, and they are going back for a great shot. Money, go the Stormers. I believe in your Stormers, says Anthony there. And also, come on, Stormers, please, from a Leinster fan, says Luke HD. And also, Bulls turnover game, let them down. Kick to the 5-meter line, please. And also, I'm sorry, Bulls fans. And never the Stormers. Just remember, Bulls can't swim, says Trevor LaRue. And also, 378 likes. So we are getting extremely close to the 400. So anyone who hasn't already, be sure to hit like on this live stream. Also, if you are new, be sure to leave a like. Oh, I just said that. Also, be sure to check out the Kiwiland Sport channel, which is the one down in the link that I did just put. And also, it is the link in the pinned comment. And Wilhelmina, hopefully I've said that correctly for how it is pronounced. Maybe. Currently, the Bulls supporters, they are a little bit nervous the way that we are sitting currently. This game is close. Can't get too much closer than a 5-point difference with only 3 minutes to go. And also Province, says Pierre. And also, you explained the obvious. And it says, I am nutty. And although I did say it wrong, to be fair, so that probably helped quite a bit. And also, nice, says Alita. And also, we have Brian Bull on the Barbie, guys. And also, damn, no, says Demetrius. And come on, Stormers, Saracens fan, says Lee. That's the drop goal they are just showing in the replay, which he was able to get in the 74th minute, Mani Labok. Now 2 minutes left. And Wilhelmina says a wise one there. And also 400 likes just like that. Did that actually just, we were on 380 and it's just gone pop. And all of a sudden it's an extra 20. Thank you all very much. Now I feel like 450 is just over the horizon. If you haven't already, I guess hit that like button again and we'll see how we go. Now, driving forward at the back, Bismarck Duplessis. A try here for the Bulls. If it's a misconversion, we might see ourselves go into a bit of extra time. That one's gone into touch and it's an advantage. And now it's going to be the scrum. And Bulls really losing at this stage. They are with 1 minute left on the clock. And also, yes, Stormers all day, baby. Says King T. And also, come on, the Stormers, hold out, get that ball. And come on, the Stormers. And up you, Stormers, says Troy. And go Stormers. Stormers, good job, mates. And hold on, lads, says Carlin. So currently a bit of a stoppage here for Marvin Ori. Looks like he's got some sort of injury to that shoulder. And damn, congratulations to the Stormers, says Simp Slayers. And also we have got, and there go the Stormers. Right. Bismarck Duplessis did end up going down, but I believe it became, I think it's just a line out. And also 432. Y'all are the best. That went up 32 instantly. That's more than we got on the whole live stream for the Gallagher Premiership almost in 1 second. 440 still going up. And also, Andre Skippers in the Bulls. And also coming the Stormers. And also we have got the legends by far, says Anthony. And also shout out to Mark Leviskachny in there as well. And also Bulls are Pratt as well. Thanks, mate. Good night. Sleep well. Till next time. And also awesome 1.8K. 10 out of 10. And also let's get in everyone. Salute to everyone here tonight, the Kiwi lads. Yeah, it's been absolutely incredible, this live stream. And I appreciate every single one of you for being here. If you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We've got plenty more coming. Just because it's the final doesn't mean that our South African rugby is over. We have got plenty more coming up in the near future. Also, check out the Kiwi Lad Sport. That is the pinned comment. And also the link that I just put in the chat. Let's see how high that channel can go by the end of this live stream as well. You guys have been showing plenty of support to me throughout this live stream, which is hugely appreciated. Now Ambrose Papia goes back across a bit of a loose ball. Now Kurtley Arenza on the halfway line. If the Bulls want to win this game, they need something very soon. Thank you. I appreciate. It's almost take this. It's done. And there's on who has the ball currently. The Bulls have got this one. Elric Lowe. Ifan Ross able to make the tackle. Ambrose Papia passes it back across. Robert Hunt. This is still a long way to go for the Bulls if they want to win this game. Bismarck Duplessis tries to bump off the tackle, but he's been tackled beautifully and low by Sergio Peterson. The last thing that the Stormers want is to give away a penalty advantage here. Now Kurtley Arenza breaking the line. Kurtley Arenza, he breaks through now, pass on the outside. Matosh Dunway's put it down. And now it's kicked downfield. That's going to be it's the end of the game. Is it? No, they weren't able to get it back. The Stormers, he was trying to kick it into touch rather than grabbing it. Now stolen by the Stormers. I believe that is Warakarant who was able to get it. If that ball is dead, no one is able to take it. Now he's waiting for it. Damien Valenza kicks it into touch. And the Stormers are your URC champions for 2022, ladies and gentlemen. The Stormers fighting hard throughout this season. They had the most wins out of anyone, and they have just proven why. And they are able to get themselves the win over the Bulls. And go Stormers go. And also Bulls turnover game let them down. That's why they lost. And there, and also we have got there. Have you been up this whole time? Said Scuxman, I have. We have done 3 finals today. And we are still, we've still got more coming up. Not tonight, but we have got actually it is tonight here in New Zealand, because it is going to be the matchup between England and the Barbarians that we are doing. And thank you, says Cliff there. And yes, man. And then Stormers are the champs. They are indeed. Stormers victorious in front of a home crowd at Cape Town Stadium. The first ever URC champions. 2 South African sides, though, that we can do nothing but applaud. At the end of the day, they both made it through to the final. And they have both really done South Africa proud to make it through here to this far. And I look forward to seeing how it goes next year for them. And also awesome commentary, mate. Love to keep it up. There's MSCV. Thank you very much, mate. Hugely appreciated. And also thanks, boss, says Prince. And thank you for the great commentary, says it was there from Tanya as well. An awesome stream, Hamish. And also great game, great commentating. Thanks, Hamish, says Yuri. And it there as well. And corrects me in great dedication, says Scuxman. Yeah, I absolutely love doing these live streams. And we are we're going to be going throughout the whole year. We have got the Springbok store that is coming up later on in the year. So be sure to hit subscribe if you are keen for that one, as we are going to be covering all their games up against Wales. We are also doing the All Blacks versus Ireland, Australia versus England, the junior Springboks or the young Springboks. We're hoping to do something for them, and also on 60 more minutes. And then also big love everyone, says Sebastian there. And thank you for your commentary. You were marvelous. Keep up the good work. You go Stormers, says Ricardo. And then do post match with the Rugby Guru. I did actually reach out to him before the match took place, and I asked him if he does want to do some sort of post-match review. I am keen, but I don't think I've heard anything back at this stage. I'll ask him. I'll send him a quick message. One moment. He may end up not wanting to, though, just because of what's happened earlier on with his copyright strike. He may be a little bit over YouTube for a bit. And also Stormed by the Stormers, says Sefalani. And also well done on your commentary, says Henry. Oh, that's moved very quickly. Is it Henriette? Hopefully I've said that correctly, but I might have gotten that slightly wrong. And also thanks so much for enjoying most by my foot connection faded. And thank you very much, says Garen. And also thank you for your great commentary on the stream. I like the stream the twice as well, says Farid. So I do appreciate that a lot, mate. From a Munster man, well done to the Stormers, well deserved. And yeah, they won those big matches, and their winning streak continues. They were winning 5 in a row of their last 5 matches, and now they've gone on to win themselves the URC trophy. And no trophy this season, says Simp Slayer. They get that nice big shiny one that it was, I believe it was Chislin Colby, and also, I can't remember the other name now. Who put the trophy out there? No, my brain's gone blank. And also thank you, really, says Rowan. And also thanks all wonderful commentary. Keep it up, says Daniel Brown. And we have got plenty more coming in the near future, whether that is going to be rugby, whether that's cricket, whether it's over on the Kiwi Lads Sport channel. We have got plenty more coming in numbers. And also we have got the Hamish, I'll subscribe if my team wins, says King G there as well. Yeah, currently the presentation just around the corner. Whoop, whoop. Well done to the Stormers as well in there from it was Sandra. And also we have got there make the Blues lost a bit better now, says Carlin. Yeah, we've had some close finals, that is for sure. And this game is over. Congrats to the Stormers. I hope you're going to give me donations. I lost my money, lads. Please help. Says Demetrius. And also, we have got there. Could also do Montpellier game live now. Says I am nutty there. And also do it. Says I am nutty. I think we will end up possibly talking a little bit more about this game. And then after that, we will probably end up heading to bed. Your man of the match, Hamish. Oh, okay. So for the Stormers, I mean, Dion Forey, hang on. I think he actually... Okay, he's just about to be interviewed. Yes, he is. Dion Forey. I was about to say he is probably the man who I would give man of the match to. I thought they were interviewing him because it was his 1,000th or his 100th game, but he is probably my man of the match. The way that he played, got in the breakdown. He certainly is looking worn and torn, but he's happy to be there and happy to be a champion. Love the commentary, says Arno there. Well done, the Stormers. My neighbour will probably come in at one tomorrow morning, says Bebop Williams. And how much time left? It is full time. In fact, I see that the scoreboard still doesn't. There we go. Now it is updated to say that it is full time, and the Stormers victorious, 18 points to 13. And congrats, Stormers, says Demetrius. And also only 13 more likes to the 500, says Talana. So yeah, anyone who hasn't already, be sure to leave a like on this live stream. Here we go, Stormers. Here we go. Says Arno there, and also we've got their foreign man of the match. Says Sebastian, well done, the Stormers. Says Nazim and Provincial Lekading. Says Barry Green. So they've done very nicely. Now the next game of South African rugby, I believe that we are going to be covering on the channel, will either be the under-20s versus England, or the next match might be the Curry Cup final between the Riquas and also the Pumas. And also, I got a wins tonight, Amish. There's Nathan, so congratulations there, mate. You've made the right decisions in the process, and now you are reaping the rewards. And also, thank you for the commentary, since Neville de Villiers. No worries at all, mate. And it is hugely appreciated you guys all being here throughout these live streams. We haven't just done the one final. We have done 3 today. We've got the Barbarians taking on. It will be Barbarians versus England tomorrow. Should be an exciting one. Pollard is playing now. Says, I am nutty. And also, thank you, mate. Says Mark Kutzer. And also, we have got, and there, is it over now? It certainly is. And the champions, it is the Stormers for the season. The French and English should watch put for the Saffers. Says Connor Cahill. And also, as in the Champions Cup and the Challenge Cup, yeah, we've got a few South African sides making their way through in those competitions, and I am absolutely going to be loving it. I lost a 75K. Wait, is that 75K New Zealand or 75K Rand? Because either way, that's still a lot of money. I rolled Demetrius, which was a very risky one. Were they the underdogs, the Bulls, or favourites? Not too sure, but currently 5 points difference between these two sides. That is the way that the cookie crumbled in this matchup, but it wasn't. An absolutely incredible one. My voice is trying to disappear, so hopefully it doesn't end up disappearing before the end. I just subscribed. Says Ryan, 7 more likes, guys. Says Delana, for us to get to the 500. Also, be sure to check out the Kiwi Lad Sport if you haven't already. It is our second channel. We do all other sports on there, and we have got plenty more live streams heading up on that channel in a very short moment. I lost F all, says Peter Lowe, and hit the like button, folks. Says Sebastian there as well. But thank you all very much for shooting it all. We have got watching comment on the match. Did you expect Stormers to win it with errors that they had? Not really. I did say that either side will win it by 5 or less, but the Stormers in that first half, they fought back extremely valiantly in that second half, because at the end of the day, they had about 9 handling errors in that first half compared to only a couple that we did see from the Bulls. The Bulls' discipline let them down in the first half, and then it was actually that work in the breakdown in the second that did slow them down just a little bit more. So it almost did a full circle, but they were a lot better in the second half, more clinical, as you can tell by that try from Evan Ruas, and also Andre Higu Fenta was able to get the other one. Just the one try for the Bulls, and that was in the 3rd minute, and that was Harold Foster. And my Bulls, says Demetrius, and also 500 likes, everyone. Thank you. And Stormers were favourites for me, especially since it was at home. And yeah, they did look like a very good side throughout the competition. They had the most wins, they had the least losses, and now they can call themselves the champions. So no French game commentary, says I am nutty. Not for this one, but hopefully next week for the final, we will be able to do it. And also, before we leave, Sebastian, you're going to get some angry South Africans on at you. But I do recommend checking out the Premier Sports YouTube channel. They will have the highlights of the game a little bit later on. And also, if you can bet 75K, what the hell, you bet the economy, says Johan. And also, thanks to Hamish Legion, mate. Catch you on the next stream, says Carlin there. I can't believe they won, says Ethany. So the next live stream that we are doing, it is going to be England versus Barbarians tomorrow night. So be sure to tune in for that as well. But thank you all very much for tuning in. Do appreciate you all for being here. And I will see you all for the next one.